This your boy Bugatti NYC, and like I always told you, coulda went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me on Purple Sunday, I appreciate you. I see my early risers over there, Mark Dorfman and Batty Lynn. How y'all doing this morning? Batty, let me know how I'm doing for sound right now. I really would appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and check on this audio and get this camera straight, and let's see who else we gonna have come up in the building this morning. Okay, y'all, let's go. Let's get it. Let me get this video straight. Audio's right. Okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. See how we can. Might really have a. Okay. Let me not speak too soon. Let me not speak too soon. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Now let's go ahead and do a little turn, baby, turn. Disco Inferno. Turn that sucker around. Let's give everybody a chance to get up in here this morning. I know it's Sunday. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. Everybody like, oh my God. All right, I'm going to come on in. I know I'm tired. Everybody's getting their last minute snoozes on there. What's up, Sam Champion? Good morning, my brother. Glad to see that you could make it this morning nice and bright and early. Hope you're having a fantastic Sunday morning. I'm just trying to get the kinks out when it comes down to the cameras because we're about to have a fantastic show. I hope everybody has a chance to come in this morning because if not, they're going to miss a doozy. I'm telling you right now. It's your boy Bugatti NYC. It's Purple Sunday. Like I always tell you, couldn't win anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Coco. Who else we got up in here? Grand Rising, everybody. Greetings, Batty. Okay, let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because y'all know how we do it. Ain't going to stop nothing. The motion will not stop. Let me see what we got going on over here for time. We looking real good on time. That's good right there. Yeah, I'm liking the way that that's looking. Okay, let me check this audio over here because we got to get started, y'all. Long as I'm not talking to myself, I'm fine. For real, for real. Yeah, we good. We good for audio now. Now we also got video. I hope you guys had a good evening, got a lot of rest. I did. I tell you that my body feels very fresh, very rejuvenated. But before we start anything, don't matter if we only got 2 people here. Let's get those prayers in the air. Let's try to get those prayers in the air for everybody that's not here as well. We want to pray for good health, energy, focus. Want to pray for respect, community. Try to do as far as much as we can do as we can do with our love, because you know nothing can beat the LOVE right there, you guys. And please don't forget about compassion and trying to understand other people's plights as well. And we have a lot of people out there that are not that healthy, that are sick, that are going through things. I'd like to pray for them, such as Rebecca Lanya Bueno. I'm hoping that Terry's getting much better. Every single person out there that's going through it, family members as well. Yes, you guys, we're praying for you guys. Who we praying for this morning? Sam Champion, Coco Wheat, Victoria in the Galaxy. We've also got Queen Shay in here this morning. Good morning, Queen Shay. I love to see new people up in here. V-G5P. Good morning, everyone. Mark Dorfman, you came in early. How you doing, bro? Hit me up in the Discord or in the emails. Let me check on my boy to see how you doing, all right? Hopefully everything is going on good with you. Batty Lynn, thank you so much, and thank you so much for being here this morning. That's right, you guys. Who else we got up in here? I see Victoria. Thank you so much, a new person. Sam Champion, always showing love. I really appreciate you. John C. Rojas, there we go. New person from Texas. Good morning. John Patrick, there we go. Who else we got? Mr. 420. All right, I like that right there. Can't forget about our liberty and justice. We cannot forget about Casey. Cannot forget about people like Luigi. We also want to make sure that we're praying for Miss Swanza as well. And as soon as they come in, they're going to be able to say what's up to everybody else as well if they come in today. But anyway, amen. Because this time, you guys, I already know. And I'm happy right now because guess what? I was able to find one of those little another one of those little watches. It's in the mail. So we're actually going to be able to keep the flow going. And I'm going to actually be able to put the watch back on my wrist and say, I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. And we wind it up. Wind it up. Wind it up. It's 6 o'clock somewhere, but not here yet. Give them a little bit of time. One thing we got to do. Let's see if it works. Are you ready to go? No? All right, so let me know when you're ready. Okay. And Purple Sunday, y'all. Good morning. Hope everybody got their decals. I hope everybody got their keychains because I made sure that everybody's mail, your stuff went out. All of your merch is definitely out there. So don't ask me if it didn't get there yet because I'm going to tell you right now, I know I sent it. So there shouldn't be any problems, you guys. Y'all hear me? It's your boy Bugatti NYC. Give me 1 second over here. I got a little recharge I need to do real quick. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. I'm back. I'm sorry about that. Open up those pores. We gotta open up those pores. We gotta open up those pores. And this guy right now is being called a bully. A lot of people probably not liking the way that he's acting right now. He's been doing it for a while. Or everybody knows he came in the game doing this, calling people out, how to ROB the industry, and a whole lot of things. Why are they surprised when he continues at being the #1 troll in history? You know who I'm talking about. None other than came in the world crying and fussing. Ninja, we ain't have nothing. Every ghetto I know's the same. Trying to make a little change. Preacher man come around talking. I don't want to hear it keep walking. I'ma put the powder in the pot. Whip it till I'm pulling off the lot. Imagine when I'm pulling off the lot. News come without a top. Once I moan, I ain't never gonna stop. Moan, I ain't never gonna stop. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. Came in the world flying the cluster. Nigga, we ain't have nothing. Every ghetto I know is the same. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Y'all know the big bully right now, T.I. got everybody on the ropes. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? None other than 50 cents. Thank you for letting me borrow this song and keep the beef going on. We appreciate the entertainment. Bump that beat. That's right, y'all. It's Sunday. That's right, y'all. 2026. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this is our bottom line, where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that. And we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that. Just got me lit. Like I said, I came in the world crying and fussing. Ninja, we ain't have nothing. Every ghetto I know's the same. Trying to make a little change. Preacher man come around talking. I don't want to hear it keep walking. I'ma put the powder in the pot. Whip it till I'm pulling off the lot. On Simone, I ain't never gonna stop. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing this morning? It's your boy Bugatti NYC, and like I always tell you, y'all could have went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. How y'all doing this morning? We gotta get into it. That's right, Trump. Why did so many people threaten Jeffrey Epstein's brother after his demise? Couldn't put that other word. I had to say demise. It's your boy Bugatti NYC. It's Purple Sunday, y'all. Hope y'all had a fantastic weekend. I see it's taking y'all a little bit of time to get in here, but don't worry, because we got a fantastic show lined up for you, and I ain't even gonna wait, so y'all better get on up in here, because guess what? I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. I'm going to ask you guys to do me a favor. Stay on topic, stay on point. Do me a favor also, let me know where you're chiming in from. And do you know what time it is? Tell me, do you know? That's one of them old schools right there, you guys. Yes, tell me what time it is and also let me know where you're chiming in from. I love to go and find content from where you're at and bring that in so that we can have relevant dialogue. Also, do me a favor. Sorry about that. Need to take a little sip of some water, but I want to keep on moving so we can keep on moving and not slow things down. They've been telling me that the intro's been a little long, but I'm going to keep on going here. Also, just want you guys to remember, let me know where you're chiming in from, what state, what city you're in. I like to go and get content. This way we have relevant conversations. And guess what? Without any further ado, I'm not even going to wait. Let's go. Let's get into these titles. Let's go, everybody. I hope you're here this morning. It's Purple Sunday. Let's get into it. What do we have on the top of the chopping block this morning? Because it's time to go. We got Trump. Why did so many people threaten Epstein's brother after his demise? We've got it right from Mark. He's going to tell us right from the horse's mouth. And you guys, we're going to be able to hear it and see it right here. Let's keep on moving forward because that's not it. We've also got $100 million Walmart judgment. That's a huge win for the American workers. Yeah, they were doing some real serious shifty things. Low down, gritty and grimy. Y'all remember Onyx, but yeah, Walmart kind of played it and acted like they were Onyx for a second when they were getting sticky fingers and not paying for overtime and vacations and much, much more. They lost a class action lawsuit and had to pay that dough. Let's keep on moving forward because last but not least, we got the Department of WAR and they're putting Scouting America on notice. Not even the Boy Scouts of America anymore, not the Girl Scouts of America. It's Scouting of America now. I don't really agree with it. I liked it when it was just regular, but we got to do the DEI and broken wristed inclusion. So yeah, they had to do that. So I'm sorry about that, you guys. They changed the names from Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts to Scouting America. But there's a lot of other things that they got going on, merit badges for doing certain things that they basically took out. We got a lot of information coming up. Do me a favor. I know you're just now coming in. Hope you guys had a good day, good evening, because guess what? It's time to get started with our bottom line. We need to get updated with what happened yesterday, day before that, any information that we got, trending topics and current events. Let's go ahead and get into some information right now, you guys. We have a lot of follow-up with President Trump. We got some Iran stuff going on, a lot more. Let's go ahead and get into it, you guys. I hope you got your water, your tea. Come on, let's follow me. Let's get it on. Let's get it going, you guys. It's Purple Sunday. We still got to talk a little bit more about what's happening over in Iran, and then we're going to get into breaking news and much more. Come on, you guys. Come on in.
Interests. We're going to destroy their missiles and raise their missile industry to the ground. It will be totally, again, obliterated. We're going to annihilate their Navy. We're going to ensure that the region's terrorist proxies can no longer destabilize the region or the world and attack our forces and no longer use their IEDs or roadside bombs, as they are sometimes called, to so gravely wound and kill thousands and thousands of people, including many Americans. And we will ensure that Iran does not obtain a nuclear weapon. It's a very simple message. They will never have a nuclear weapon. This regime will soon learn that no one should challenge the strength and might of the United States Armed Forces. I built and rebuilt our military in my first administration, and there is no military on earth even close to its power, strength, or sophistication. My administration has taken every possible step to minimize the risk to U.S. personnel in the region. Even so, and I do not make this statement lightly, the Iranian regime seeks to kill. The lives of courageous American heroes may be lost, and we may have casualties. That often happens in war. But we're doing this not for now. We're doing this for the future, and it is a noble mission. We pray for every service member as they selflessly risk their lives to ensure that Americans and our children will never be threatened by a nuclear-armed Iran. We ask God to protect all of our heroes in harm's way, and we trust that with his help, the men and women of the armed forces will prevail. We have the greatest in the world, and they will prevail.
Amen.
Wow.
Amen. I got you. I got you back, homeboy. Let's keep it moving forward. You can't end the prayer without saying amen. Let's keep it moving forward, you guys, because now we have it coming from all sides. We have the Iranian president. They meet at a shocking moment, and with the ambassador, they're teetering back and forth as Walsh responds to him. Because, of course, they're not just at WAR. They're actually still doing negotiations and trying to end this situation. But they should have been doing this much earlier. Let's get into some current events and what's actually happened over the weekend, you guys. Let's go. Actually, I think this was Friday to be exact.
I thank the representative of Bahrain for the statements. The representative of Iran has asked for the floor to make a further statement.
Thank you. I have one word only. I advise to the representative of the United States
President of Iran, his advice to the people of the United States.
to be polite. It will be better for yourself and the country you represent. Thank you.
It'll be better for yourself and the country that you represent. Get him.
The representative of the United States has asked for the floor to make a further statement.
Frankly, I'm not going to dignify this with another response, especially as this representative sits here in this body representing a regime that has killed tens of thousands of its own people and imprisoned many more simply for wanting freedom from your tyranny. Thank you, Mr. President.
Yeah, that was a quick statement right there. What else? You got some more?
Okay. There are no more names inscribed on the list of speakers. Before adjourning the meeting, as this is really the last...
So that's basically how that meeting went. It was kind of long, you guys. I'm not going to sit through the whole thing. That was actually a key point of that meeting right there, because that's how it basically went back and forth. Really had no resolution. It's still going on. Let's get on over to what the Prime Minister is now saying. We're talking about Ms. Keir Starmer. He reacts to U.S.-Israel strikes in Iran, and I think he needs to be a little more concerned with what's going on with Lord Peter Mendelsohn getting caught in them pictures in his underwear on that private island over there with Jeffrey Epstein. But okay, I still understand you still got to do what you got to do. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. Come on, see what you got to say about this. Oh, matter of fact, no, we got some breaking news right now. I'm sorry, you guys. When breaking news comes in, sometimes it gets in front of everything and I don't get a chance to list it. I apologize for that. I really wanted you guys to see what was going on the land out there, out in Tel Aviv. That's actually why I put this right here, because you don't just want to talk about it. I'm sorry to have to do this, but I want you guys to see what's going on. It's terrible to see tragedy like this. And when it happens, to me, it makes me think like this. You don't even know the timeline of when it happened, because once it's already rubbles and ruins and it's all broken up and it's all messed up, it looks like it's been like that for ages. But when it could have happened 10 minutes ago. But that's what boom, boom, boom can do. This one gentleman is just stunned walking around and he's just mesmerized because he was luckily not too far from what happened. Let's get on over to Tel Aviv to see what's going on. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. Good morning, everybody. It's Purple Sunday. We working. That's at least 20 people that were injured in the Iranian ballistic missile attack on Tel Aviv. You pay attention to the gentleman that's up here. The older gentleman right here. He's lucky. You can just tell he's lucky to be alive. Also, with the smoldering flames in the back, it seems like it's almost impossible to put those flames out. I have no idea what that is, but they were over there with like a strong, intense water, and it seemed like the cannon wasn't even making the fire die down at all. So what I was really trying to explain is this could have been 10 minutes ago. Could have been people there, could have been fine, nothing going on until now. Look at this. Because right up the block, it looks like everything's cool, right? Yeah, look at this man's head.
זה בסדר?
Look at his head.
אתה בסדר?
They're gonna get a little closer to the flame. Doesn't seem like it's doing anything. And it doesn't seem like they're prepared for that. Of course not. How could you be? From the intensity, it looks like to me it just happened, and that's why everything is reacting like that. It looks like it just had possibly happened like minutes before. So yeah, that's what's going on, and I remember now that why I wanted to put that in there, because everybody's talking about it, but I wanted us to actually see what's actually going on and what could be happening behind the scenes. Let's get on over to Keir Starmer and what he basically has to say about the situation and how they're actually joining in with their allies.
Earlier this morning, the United States and Israel struck targets in Iran. Iran has since launched indiscriminate strikes across the region. I know the British people and communities across our country will be deeply concerned about what this means for security and stability and for the fate of innocent people across the region, which for so many of us includes friends and family members. So whilst the situation is evolving very quickly, I want to set out our response. The United Kingdom played no role in these strikes, but we have long been clear the regime in Iran is utterly abhorrent. They have murdered thousands of their own people, brutally crushed dissent, and sought to destabilize the region. Even in the United Kingdom, the Iranian regime poses a direct threat to dissidents and to the Jewish community. Over the last year alone, they have backed more than 20 potentially lethal attacks on UK soil. So it is clear they must never be allowed to develop a nuclear weapon. That remains the primary aim of the United Kingdom and our allies, including the US. I condemn Iran's attacks today on partners across the region, many of which are not parties to this conflict. We extend our support and solidarity to them as part of our commitments to the security of our allies in the Middle East. We have a range of defensive capabilities in the region, which we've recently strengthened. Our forces are active, and British planes are in the sky today as part of coordinated regional defensive operations.
Yeah, so that's 3-on-1 right there. You guys, we got Iran. No, we got, who is that right now? We got 3-on-1 right now. We got them, right? We got them. And then we got the US. And then we also got Israel. So that's 3-on-1 right there. It's kind of crazy, you guys. Keep on moving forward because Iran is now fighting back and launching strikes on US military air bases. Erbil International Airport. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. I'm trying to get us as much information as we can, as well as what's going on the land out there too. Sad part about it is you don't know where those things are landing. You don't know whose backyard they landing in, who home they landing in, and all a bunch of innocent people just pew, pew. It's crazy, man. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. That's enough for me. I think we done covered enough, and that's it. I think I did enough. If the U.S. knows where Iran stores its warheads, wouldn't Iran also know where the U.S. and Israel stores theirs? Oh, okay. If you do, what we got over the U.S. needs a regime change ASAP. You don't have to get anything. We all have access to this. Let's keep on moving forward. This already happened years ago. Yes, and it's keep on happening again. And you know what I say about that? You're right about that. I like to show what happening now, but I also like to show the history as well. We said that yesterday when we showed the clip of Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky. You need to know the history before you can know how to move forward, because sometimes what? History repeats itself. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, over to Mexico now. Inside the luxury villa where El Mencho spent his final hours. Let's see what's going on with that. We got to get on over to that part because still things going on over in Mexico. I wanted you guys to see this as well. I don't want to cheat you on it. So yeah, I got this doctor that's basically showing what happened the last time it was a strike going on in Iran. And you remember the last time they had the the ISIL base, and they went over and boom, boom, boomed it. There were a lot of casualties out there. A doctor spoke about it. I don't want to not show it. I got to show it. Come on, you guys. I got one more last thing on Iran. Let's go. Yeah, and like I was trying to tell you, because the doctor's speaking about it, it's pretty graphic. It's going to show a bit of x-rays and things like that to show you the casualties of what happens during these situations. Do me a favor. I would appreciate if you can double tap that screen and hit that like button. Just trying to get you guys a lot of information right now just so that we can have something to talk about once I get to those comments.
Yeah, I still have trouble sleeping at night. Sometimes I don't sleep at all.
He says he still has trouble sleeping at night, and sometimes he doesn't sleep at all. If that right there looks like anything to me, it'll be like shrapnel or something like that inside of the body.
An Iranian doctor who witnessed government security forces conducting violent operations against patients and workers at his hospital in January is still haunted by what he saw.
So basically what happened was when the Iranians hurt the people because they were hurting the people in the streets, boom, boom, booming them, they were going to the hospitals. And as they were going to the hospitals, they did not stop striking against them. They went inside the hospitals and finished them off and tried to, they weren't playing about what they were doing. This is all the full coverage of what was happening on the ground after the effects.
Just some of what can be glimpsed in the horrifying x-rays of patients revealing gruesome gunshot and shrapnel wounds. The doctor, who spoke with the Associated Press on the condition that his identity would not be revealed, asked that his voice be altered for his own security.
One other thing that you had in the hospital was
the only thing that you heard in the hospital was extremely uneasy, because basically he doesn't want to get caught up in anything. He's telling exactly what happened when the hospital got overtaken by the regime, and they was trying to finish off the people that they started hurting, which was the citizens.
extremely uneasy atmosphere. You had plainclothes agents bursting into the hospital, into the emergency ward, with AK-47s on their shoulders, threatening the staff and the admitted patients.
More than 36,500 Iranians were allegedly killed during a brutal two-day crackdown against anti-regime protesters on January 8th and 9th, the deadliest in the history of the Islamic Republic. Tehran's security forces opened fire on thousands of civilians protesting the government's rule and failure to fix the nation's ailing economy. But they didn't stop there. Iranian security forces also stormed hospitals and arrested wounded protesters in response to the unrest, in an all-out assault on healthcare facilities, captured in more than a dozen videos verified by the AP. As agents arrested doctors and intimidated staff, the healthcare workers say their number one priority was protecting patients, even going so far as to falsely classify the diagnoses of the injured protesters.
There was also a lot of cases with a gunshot to the abdomen, which we simply identified as abdominal pain. There was
Pow, pow to the abdomen, what they was calling it abdominal pain. Oh man, that's what they were doing. So that's why there's a lot of people that agree with what's going on, because it's the stuff that they were doing to their own people. That's why a lot of people agree with the WAR that's going on right now. I don't know how you guys feel about it right now. I'd like to know your emotions and how you feel about this situation right now, because it's a very serious topic that we have going on in the world. I'd really love to know. Okay, no, I have a boyfriend, everyone. I know that, Casey Ramos. Okay, keep on moving forward. What's up, Liberty? How you doing? Who will release history shapes in the present? Did you call and learn critical thinking skills? Okay, what else we got over here? Christ is king. Hit that like button. Iran deserves their freedom. I feel pretty damn good. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Come on, you guys. I need you guys to stay on topic. I'd really appreciate it. Let's go. Iran is going to get even. It's what God would want. 200 likes. Let's go. Would like to get the best vibes and host. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Thank you so much, Liberty. Okay, now we're going to get on off of that. We're going to get back over to Mexico right now. I'm going to show you what's going on with this guy El Mencho. But I just wanted you guys to see what was going on, because a lot of people don't mention what's happening to the people when they're on the ground, and they had to deal with that. And imagine that you already hurt, you go into the hospital, and now they're coming into the hospital trying to finish you off or arrest you. Let's keep on. And like, while you have a pow wound to you, they're just saying that you got abdominal pain so that you can basically expire. We got to keep on moving forward, you guys. It's crazy out there.
A sleek, modern villa was where Nemesio Oseguera, leader of the Jalisco New Generation cartel, spent his final hours. Reuters footage shows the home's messy kitchen, with cartons of milk, spoiled strawberries, unfinished pastry, and boxes of produce left on the floor.
What I noticed in this whole situation here, it just seems like it's just eerie. It's just like no sort of fun. Think about it. When you get rich and you got all that money right there, you're supposed to be an artel leader, right? You're supposed to be living high on the hog. You're supposed to be, whatever. That's what we would think, right? This man was living worse than anybody else. It's like, why even do all of that? Put yourself in a situation where you got to be living and hiding, eating produce and snacking on little stuff or whatever, just to keep things going on or whatever. It's like kind of like I look at correctional officers, I'm sorry. It's like you get paid to go to jail. That's why I could never do the job, but I really appreciate you guys. This right here, like you're a drug dealer, but you can't even reap the benefits. So what the hell are you doing it for? It's so stupid. And then as soon as you're the new boss, everybody knows it's you. I'm good, no thank you. That's the stupidest job in the world. I'm sorry.
Bottles of hygiene and skincare products, vitamins, and empty boxes of luxury items were also found inside. There is also a small makeshift altar with Catholic figures including the Virgin of Guadalupe, Mexico's patroness, and St. Jude, the patron saint of lost causes. The two-story villa sits inside the exclusive Tapalpa Country Club, a gated enclave of weekend homes in the hills of Jalisco. Authorities had been led there by a tip tied to Oseguera's lover. Burned-out cars and trucks sat on some of the roads encircling the compound after a siege-like raid by the military on Sunday. Oseguera, better known as El Mencho, tried to escape through the back garden to a wooded hillside but was hit by gunfire during the pursuit. Authorities said he died of his injuries while being airlifted away. Tapalpa has faced scrutiny before. 10 years ago, the U.S. Treasury Department imposed sanctions on several businesses in the area.
Of course, because you know who owns those businesses and where the money coming from to keep Tapalpa up. But ain't nobody going to say nothing, because if they do, they got to live over there with them. Them people don't be talking and telling. I ain't even want to go into all of that. But we're going to keep moving forward, because now, like I told you, now you're the boss, right? It's kind of like when you one of the Sopranos and one person gets knocked off and automatically the feds know who the next boss is. Got to be some of this. I'm sorry, just doing it. I mean, like, it's just stupid to me. I like to keep my stuff on the down low if I'm going to be doing something. I don't do anything ills, nils legal, but if I was, I don't want nobody knowing my business. How about this? Off top, next day, soon as they put somebody in the position, he got a $5 million bounty on him, and everybody know who he is. Stupidest job in the world. Come on, y'all. Let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. The rumored successor of El Mencho's $20 billion criminal empire has identified as the American with a $5 million bounty on his head. Now let's really think back to the El Mencho's $20 billion criminal empire. He probably had a criminal empire, probably had $20 billion. But you and I didn't really see too much enjoyment going on, not from what I saw. Looked like somebody that was on the run and using whatever resources he could to stay alive. Yeah, pretty cool way to move around, right? Sounds stupid to me. Let's keep on going. And all these people after you, everybody know who you is now. As soon as you get the job. Okay, here we go. The feared narco kingpin El Mencho, leader of the Jalisco New Generation cartel, was pow-powed on Sunday during a Special Forces military operation. They're going to tell this dude name and everything. They know his name and everything. His demise has sparked chaos across Mexico as the JNGC responded with fire and fury that shut down the streets and sent tourists fleeing. Y'all remember that part. They couldn't even get out their hotels. Yeah, look at this fool right here. Now the fresh-faced contender, stupid. What's his name? Looking to take over the El Mencho's reign of terror has emerged as his own stepson. Juan Carlos Valencia Gonzalez. George, try to say that while you're drinking a sip of water, right? I ain't even saying it again. Is widely considered the de facto second in command at the JNGC. All right, y'all, we got a new guy to scope out. Once we find him, boom, 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 and that's it. No thank you for that job. Just like getting on one of them stupid boats. I'm good. No thank you. See you guys later. Keep on moving forward now. We're going to get on over to Baltimore because we got situations going on over there where the budget for mayor is like 5 times it used to be 10 years ago. What they doing with all that money? Imagine it was just you and 5 people in the office and your budget was like $11 million. 5 years later, you got 111 people working there. What's going on with this situation, you guys? I don't know. You think we got too many people working there?
WBFF in Baltimore. This is
Let's double tap that screen and get those lights up. I want you guys to see what's going on here. There you go. There we go.
Fox 45 News follows transparency concerns about how your tax dollars are being spent. A new report from the Baltimore City Inspector General shows the mayor's office spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on food, parties, and stadium suites. Now, this comes as inspectors general across the state are pushing for access to documents for future investigations. Good evening, I'm Kai Jackson. We have team coverage tonight. Fox 45's Jessica Babb is looking into a bill in Annapolis seeking to protect watchdogs and their access to public records. But we start with Jeff Abel tonight and a look at the new report on spending in the mayor's office. Jeff.
Well, the mayor's office may be under fire for purchasing thousands of dollars worth of food and flowers, but tonight there are questions about his staff and their salaries. The mayor's office has grown so large it now rivals the size of the governor's office.
Jesus Christ.
At City Hall, the mayor's office has grown far larger and become far costlier than any other mayor's office in this city's history. 10 years ago, the mayor's office operated with 39 employees and a budget of $5.2 million. Today, however, there are 118 staffers working in the office whose budget has ballooned to $24.7 million, a budget almost 4 times greater than the one just 10 years ago.
And the longer you work there, what you got to get, you guys? You got to get raises, right? So the budget keeps on increasing.
It surprised me. It really did.
Today, former Mayor Jack Young, who ran the city 6 years ago with 30 fewer staff members,
Thank you so
was
much,
struggling
Little
to
Nettie.
understand the historic size of the current office.
30 extra workers, man. I would love to have them. I would love to have had them, but what was I going to have them doing? What was their job responsibility be? I didn't need that little staff. I didn't need a special advisor for my office. I mean, what I need a special advisor for when I got department heads?
When city council members questioned the growth at the mayor's
What do I need a special advisor for when I got a department head? Oh, because I need my cousin to get a job, or I need this person to get a job because they done slid something to me on the side, you feel me?
office 2 years ago, the city manager cited the addition of 13 new development positions that came with 6-figure salaries.
We want to recruit talented people to manage large-scale infrastructure projects for the city of Baltimore.
They want to recruit good people. And you know what you got to do to get good people? You know how they say it, you guys? You get what you pay for. Let's keep on moving forward.
We're going to have to pay them over $100,000 to do it.
This is a long-term liability for taxpayers because this is going to cost more and more money every year.
But taxpayer advocate David Williams says the ballooning budget at the mayor's office has far less to do with talent.
Yeah, they find ways to get that money moving around, you guys. We just figured a whole nother way how they do it. We just figured a whole nother way. Okay, they had 39 people working there 10 years ago. Now they got 111. Let's see how many of those people are family members. Oh, you need a special advisor. Come on now, put that person to work. We got to get them some money. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Double tap that screen because I got to go over to Walmart right now because it's time for y'all to go ahead and get some of y'all money back from them. You know how these big corporations find ways to cut and scam. You know, I just figured out a couple of years ago that everybody that works in Walmart, most of those people are on food stamps, get medical assistance, and are in like public assistance homes because they can't really afford to pay their bills due to the fact that they don't get paid a decent wage over at Walmart. But Walmart makes so much money. I'm talking about one of the biggest corporations that we will ever see in our lifetimes, guys. We got a huge win for Americans over here that workers at Walmart settle a judgment for over $100 million. And you know what I'm thinking? It said settle a judgment. What do you think the money, how much it really was if they settled in a judgment? Let's check this out. It's for stolen and lost wages and much, much more. That's why I don't really frequent stores like Walmart. I like the mom and pop shops. I try to help them out as much as I possibly can.
Just announced that Walmart has agreed to a $100 million judgment. This is to settle allegations that the company caused delivery drivers to lose tens of millions of dollars worth of earnings. FTC Chair Andrew Ferguson joins me now. So they've agreed to pay $100 million. Tell me exactly what they did.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. This is a huge win for American workers. We had been investigating Walmart and its representations that it was making to its delivery drivers that millions of Americans use all over the country and to consumers who are using the delivery services about how much delivery drivers were going to be paid, whether the entirety of your tip was actually going to go to drivers, which is what Walmart was telling both drivers and consumers. And what we concluded in our investigation and what we've alleged in the complaint that we filed in federal court today was that Walmart was misrepresenting both how much drivers were going to get paid and where tips were going, both to drivers and to consumers, and that meant that drivers were denied millions and millions of dollars that they thought that they were going to get when they signed up to do these jobs for Walmart.
Last month, like 2 months ago, I think so, allegedly, the same thing happened with Amazon Prime. They have a class action lawsuit going on right now, you guys. So if you're a Prime member, you might want to look that up. Let me ask you guys a question because they've been contacting me for a little while now, but I finally got back to them. Has Amazon Prime got back and got in contact with you and said anything about that they probably owe you some money in a class action lawsuit? Because it actually happened with a couple of other people and they reached out to me as well. Amazon Prime, basically they were having something where you couldn't opt out, and there was a couple of other little tricky things that were going on with them, and they just settled a class action lawsuit. Now here we have Walmart doing something almost similar, but this has to do with tips and a few other things.
Walmart. And so what today's order and judgment does is it requires Walmart to pay $100 million back to the drivers who were denied full compensation that they had been promised. And it requires Walmart to redo its business practices to make sure that drivers get what they're promised and that representations that Walmart is making both to drivers and to the consumers that use these delivery services are correct, accurate, and that Walmart will live up to its promises.
Does this open up suits or action against other delivery companies?
Yeah.
Well, the theory that we are applying here is a pretty straightforward theory that I think makes every sense to every American, which is if you're going to make representations to get consumers to buy something or to get workers to perform a task, you have to be honest. And this isn't limited to Walmart. Any of the sort of gig delivery services that try to induce people to do deliveries by making promises about compensation have to be honest about those promises, and we're going to hold everyone to account, not just Walmart.
Fair enough.
They need to look into DoorDash and all of those people too, because I already heard about those kind of lawsuits too. But they I don't know about you guys, but I'm not trying to hate on any DoorDashers or whatever like that. But after seeing certain videos. Because those drivers, they be acting up. What we got over here? Eric Cooper accepting everyone. Thank you so much. That's right, Eric. Mars, you guys are doing a great job. Thank you so much. Good morning, Rebecca. Thank you, Eric. And thank you again, Eric. Let's get on over to Larry Elder, because this is beyond shocking. Beyond shocking right here. That's what they're calling it. Larry Elder reports that this Biden administration's FBI spied on Kash Patel and Susan Wiles while they were private citizens. And what's this? Absolute outrage on the evening edit. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got updated news that we got to bring out. And yes, we're getting into the Epstein files very, very soon. Let's go.
How much advance notice did you have of...
How much advance notice did you have of the FBI's plan to search Mar-a-Lago? They're asking that to then President Biden.
The FBI's plan to search Mar-a-Lago?
I didn't have any advance notice. None. Zero. Not one single bit.
No. The president was not briefed, was not aware of it. No one at the White House was given a heads up. No, that did not happen.
First, I personally approved the decision to seek a search warrant in this matter. Second, the department does not take such a decision lightly.
Okay, that was a Biden administration and officials, also AG Merrick Garland, denying basically that Biden had any knowledge or involvement in the FBI raid on Trump's Mar-a-Lago in 2022. But new FBI memos indicate Joe Biden did know well in advance that his DOJ, declassified memos rather, that Biden's DOJ and FBI were going to raid Trump's Mar-a-Lago, despite publicly claiming Biden had no involvement. Internal emails from May 2022 reportedly show the Justice Department held off on the raid until Joe Biden could get a formal briefing, and that Biden's then White House Deputy Counsel Jonathan Sue spoke with the FBI, the Justice Department, as well as the National Archives months ahead of the raid.
When you think the paperwork is not going to come out, and then told you we'd be doing a whole bunch of investigative work over here. Do your boy a favor. I really would appreciate it. Double tap that screen and hit the like button. Get those likes up. Have you subscribed to the channel? Because we're trying to get to 70,000 subscribers. And then 80, and then 90, and then 100, then 1 million, then 2 million. And then you guys see what we're trying to do. We're trying to get out here. We're trying to get the word out. This is our bottom line. That's right. We're the #1 show when it comes down to this time slot right here. I don't know where else you want to go, whatever else you want to see, but ain't nobody rocking with us. #1 host and the #1 co-host. Always tell you guys, and yes, don't feel bad about giving yourselves a round of applause, because there's no me without you. Because if it was, y'all know the line, right? They'd be knocking down the door with the white jacket talking about, get his ass, he's crazy. Let's keep on moving forward. But I just want you guys to see, don't think that when you send some information or an email or you got some documentation, that just because you try to get rid of it, that anybody else won't be able to see that information, you guys. This is perfect proof right here. Years later, it's coming out in the wash. So you didn't know. And then they got you on video saying, I had zero knowledge.
It's that radio host Larry Elder. Larry, just sit tight. Thank you so much. The Biden White House emails involving the raid read, quote, let's show them. This event is dependent upon the timeline of President Biden's brief, his decision and coordination between White House counsel and DOJ. Another top DOJ official said, go forward with the raid, that he doesn't give a damn about the optics. It sure sounds like Biden was briefed and he knew. What do you think, Larry?
You know, there's so much here that's scary, that's shocking. Some of it we assumed, now it's confirming. But let's step back. If President Trump does not recapture the White House, we never learn about any of this lawfare against the president. And Liz, I'm a lawyer. I cannot imagine being on a phone call with a client. The FBI is listening. I know the FBI is listening, and I don't advise my client that our phone call is being monitored. That is just beyond shocking. And all this nonsense about we didn't know, they lied to the American people. And again, but for Donald Trump recapturing the White House, we never learn about any of this.
This is major abuses of political power. and the powers of the levers of the U.S. government to go after a political enemy. So let's talk about the Reuters report. Biden's special counsel Jack Smith.
No, I think we got enough right here because I don't know if people just don't care. They just like, oh, whatever, it was years ago. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you care? Is it important? I think so because that means that we can't trust nobody, man. We really can't trust these folks. We got to really do something about these parties out here. It's really a party going on and the wrong kind of party. Let's keep on moving forward because we got to get on over to this storage bin situation that we broke. That's right. Remember the situation where Jeffrey Epstein had the tentacles all around the world? Yeah, let's see what Barry Levin has to say about it because we talked about those storage bins and those storages, right? Where Jeffrey Epstein knew that the FBI were going to come and raid his nasty little den of whatever. And you know what he used to do? Call up private detectives and say, come here. I need you to take all of these files and put them in storage bins, storage places all over. Give me the keys. I'll pay for the monthly fees. And then when the FBI came and busted his place, they found nothing. How did he keep on getting tipped? How did he know every single time when they were about to bust him and they were about to they're about to come down on him? Because they have proof that he was getting tipped off. And this is why they think that he was a part of a whole nother higher level of corruption. That's what was going on. They also feel that he was manipulating and blackmailing some very, very powerful people. Check out these clips right here, y'all. We got to get into it. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. I'm giving you right here. Let's get on into this right here. Let's go.
Some more big news out of Bill's testimony today. He did not have sexual relations with that woman in the jacuzzi.
Former President Bill Clinton just finishing more than 6 hours of questioning about his relationship.
And that's why I showed you guys the Monica Lewinsky first, so that you understand that this is not just the first time that Bill's been accused of certain things like this. And if you look at those little newspaper clips that I put there, those are actually real newspaper clips that had information where he even said, yeah, I did lie.
With convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, the Oversight Committee, which conducted the deposition, now has not released full details of what Clinton said, but we do know, according to two sources, that the former president did address multiple photos of him released in the Epstein files, including this one, which shows Clinton in a jacuzzi with a woman whose face was redacted. The former president was asked if he had sex with the woman. According to the sources, he said he didn't.
Barry Levine's the author of The Spider, Inside the Tangled Web of Jeffrey Epstein. You just heard our interview with the Congresswoman. Anything you want to add?
I mean, just absolutely fascinating stuff. I mean, there's a lot to unpack, but I have to say right off the bat that if you can hack into the FBI, you can certainly get an individual into that jail.
I never normally let anybody talk if I don't know their background or if I don't know what they're about. I actually really follow this man's book, his information. I've been doing the research on it. Everything that he said has been panning out. I want to bring this back a little bit more because what he's saying right now is really going to weave some things together.
I mean, just absolutely fascinating stuff. I mean, there's a lot to unpack, but I have to say right off the bat that if you can hack into the FBI, you can certainly get an individual into that jail to kill Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, you know, we're still learning so much more about exactly what happened the night of his death. In terms of Bill Clinton's testimony, I can't wait to see the tapes if they do release it. There was no question in my mind that he was compromised. You have to understand, on these trips, these foreign trips to Africa, to Asia, to Europe, who knows if Jeffrey Epstein didn't have the phones in the hotels wired in terms of listening in. I wouldn't put anything past him after what we're seeing in these files in terms of how he took advantage of people for compromise, for blackmail purposes. So I think the clock was ticking every time Bill Clinton was in a room with Jeffrey Epstein. And who knows what he really had. We don't know what was in the lockers that Jeffrey Epstein stored computers and hard drives. He was tipped off to the raids. He had PIs. Every time there was going to be a raid on one of his homes, they would remove the computers. They would remove material. And
I found out this by myself about this. We talked about this days ago. I did research on this. This man is substantiating exactly what we said, what we found out.
hide them in storage lockers. So the FBI, we don't even know if they have all the evidence. What we're seeing is a trial.
There could be a whole nother cache of evidence that's even more worse than what we got out right now.
We don't even know if they have all the evidence. What we're seeing is a trial being played out to some degree by the Oversight Committee, the trial that we didn't get because Jeffrey Epstein took his life.
And if you're getting tipped off to potential police raids, you have someone on the inside. And we still have not seen anything come out of all of the camera footage that has been seized in 5 of his properties.
Correct.
So the FBI is just sitting on this.
Well, the FBI...
That makes me suspicious of the FBI.
Listen, we don't know what they have. We don't know if the videotapes that were in these storage lockers.
That's them funky shirts that we was talking about, y'all. He don't know nothing, but they got matching shirts on the island.
Were ever recovered.
Yeah, I got some massages, but that's the full extent of what happened. Yeah, I'm in this jacuzzi with this chick, but I ain't do nothing. I did not have sexual intercourse with that lady. You know what, you guys, Americans, citizens, I sat here earlier and I told you guys the truth. I told you guys that I did not, but I did have to tell you guys I was not telling the full truth. Come on, man, which one is it? Come on, Bill.
We don't know when that hacking took place, what was removed from the FBI files and documents. So there's a lot that we don't know, but what we do know is that this man was capable of blackmail, of compromise, of Prince Andrew, of Bill Clinton, of Bill Gates, the Prime Minister of Norway. We're finding out now may have been a target of blackmail. So he had tentacles all over the world. He was working with other countries, Russia, China, Iran, Israel. Who knows what he told these individuals?
All right, and we're going to have the testimony of the...
I had to get you guys all that information out and check into him right there. That's Mr. Spider right there. He got a book called The Spider. That's the book you want to see. You want to read that book because it's more in-depth information about Jeffrey Epstein. And if you appreciate the content that you're getting here on Our Bottom Line on Purple Sunday, dig, if you will, the picture of you and I engaged in a kiss. I said, the sweat of your body covers me. Can you, my dog? That was my joint right there, y'all. Come on now, give it up for Purple Sunday. Hope you got your decals. Hope you got your keychains, because I definitely sent them out. And yes, if we get over 500 likes today, I'm going to be a man of my word again. And what am I going to do? Same thing I was doing yesterday, putting together envelopes that go just like this. Okay, Bugatti, you take the decal, you turn it that way, you put it on this side, you put a piece of tape on it, and you send it out just like that. But this is how we're going to do it. We're going to send out 3 keychains. That's right. Our Bottom Line keychains right there, you guys. There we go right there. We're going to send out 3 of those, and we're going to send out 3 of these so you can represent with us on Purple Sunday and be part of the fam. Put it in your car. Put it on your laptop. Be a part of the fam. And if you don't want to wait, go ahead to the website. They're definitely up there, and they're actually right up under me somewhere probably too. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up. If you have not subscribed to the channel, I'm trying to get to 100,000 likes. My birthday this month on the 17th. I know I can't get it this month, but I would appreciate if we can get the subscribers up. Trying to get those numbers up. Really want to make sure that people see what we got over here, because I think we got a damn good show. Let's keep on moving forward, because Mark Epstein, that's Jeff Epstein's brother. That's our heading this morning and our title. He said that people wanted him. I had to use a different word. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. If you appreciate the content, give me all the money in your pockets, damn it.
And the brother of the late Jeffrey Epstein joins us from the United States on the line. Thank you very much indeed for taking the time to speak to us.
Come on now, I know you can get those likes up before we get Jeffrey Epstein's brother to spill a little bit of the beans and let us know what he thinks, what's going on. Maybe he's going to substantiate some stuff. I'm going to wait for you guys. Let's go. Doon, 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 doon. Let's go, y'all. Let's get it.
Mr. Epstein. It's been nearly 7 years since your brother was found unresponsive in his prison cell, and you remain convinced he did not take his own life. Why do you say that?
Well, first, let me be clear. When I first heard that Jeffrey was found dead from their parents' suicide, I had no reason to doubt that. I fully accepted that he committed suicide. I thought that he was potentially facing a long time in jail. I know he wouldn't want to live that way in jail as a convicted pedophile. He had no children to worry about. Our parents were gone. He was single. So I just assumed he decided to take himself out. And I sort of respected that. But then the next day, I had to come back to New York to identify his body. And I did. So he is dead. And they did an autopsy. And the two pathologists that were there, which was Dr. Kristen Roman, who was the city pathologist who was charged with doing the autopsy, and Dr. Michael Barden, who we had there, we being me and the estate.
If you guys been around, you already saw what the autopsy says. You already. Do I have to bring that video back? Do I have to get that audio, that video for every single time that we talk about Epstein, where that autopsy doctor says this was not anything affiliated with any with an suicide? I'm telling you, the doctor that performed the autopsy said it. It was not a suicide.
Identify his body, and I did. So he is dead. And they did an autopsy. And the two pathologists that were there, which was Dr. Kristen Roman, who was the city pathologist who was charged with doing the autopsy, and Dr. Michael Barden, who we had there, we being me and the estate, had him there just as a precaution. They came out of the autopsy and they both concurred that this looked more like a homicide than a suicide. So they went.
We got T-shirts, of course, right down in the merch area. We got Release the Files. We've got the Our Bottom Line. We got a bunch of T-shirts right there. Check them out.
Call it a suicide. And on the initial death certificate, which we had to get that day in order to claim his remains, under cause of death, it said pending further study. So then you start wondering, well, what's going on here? You know, the two very highly qualified pathologists are saying this looks like a homicide. And that does not appear in the Justice Department reports. They neglect to mention that. And then a few days later, the chief medical examiner, Barbara Sampson, she calls it a suicide. Now, let me be clear, Barbara Sampson never saw Jeffrey's body. She wasn't at the office that day when they did the autopsy.
He was.
So we don't know what she's basing her opinion on. Now, I've spoken to many pathologists, and they all basically agree that when an initial death certificate says pending further study, it usually takes weeks or longer to get a determination because there's going to be some kind of an investigation. They're going to study it further.
Right. Okay.
But that doesn't appear to have been done here. Right. And then Bill Barr, the Attorney General of the United States at the time, came out with a ridiculous statement saying that he personally saw the videotape from outside of the tier, through that night, and he saw that nobody went in or out of the tier, and that convinced him it was a suicide. When I heard that, I knew that this was some sort of cover-up for a couple of reasons. First of all, when he said that, it makes you believe or makes you think that he can actually see the door to the tier in the videotape. Okay? Now, with the recent release of the videotapes, you see you cannot see the door to the tier, right. And it's been shown that somebody could easily get to that tier and leave from that tier without being caught from that camera. So just what was Bill Barr talking about? Also, we've seen the orange blur something going up the steps towards the tier, during the night. So again, what was Bill Barr referring to?
Because we did see that orange blur going up the steps, and we concluded that it was another inmate being brought up, or the officer bringing them to the other cell.
And the other part that made me realize this was a cover-up was because he completely neglected the possibility that there was another inmate on the tier already that could have harmed somebody and who would not have to go and come from the tier. So for the top law enforcement official of the United States to neglect the possibility that Jeffrey was killed by somebody already on the tier doesn't pass the laugh test. Now, since Bill Barr's testimony is worthless because it's based on nonsense, and Barbara Sampson's conclusion is also based on thin air, well, that's why they're calling it a suicide. based on those two determinations. Also, by calling it a suicide early, it stops any investigation.
Yep.
Because if it's
it makes sense.
Truly a suicide, there's really nothing to investigate.
Yeah, makes sense to me. He know what's going on. He know what's going on with his brother. I went a little further than that. Jeffrey Epstein's investigation from the New York field office. We got the entire PDF that's inside the link in the description. All of the information that he spoke of, the stuff that they brought up. We even have photos of the tier. We have photos of his cell, photos of the stairway, everything. You guys want to see this? It's in the link in the description right here. All of the breakdowns. July 6, 2019, Epstein was arrested. From the beginning of the investigation of the timeline, we've also got the timeline with the dates that they're going off of so that we can go back and forth to see if it makes sense. All the stuff over here, all the way down, you guys. We got all sorts of stuff. That's one PDF that's in the link in the description. It shows everything that the officer stated, the full investigation, the layout of the tier, which is the map of the actual tier, where the cameras are, the guard station, Epstein's cell. Over here is like another camera. They give you all the angles of everything, right? And then they start showing you images down here where you can actually really see what it looks like from an angle that we never got to see before, as far as we are concerned. We can't see video of this, but this is the actual tier itself from the inside, right? Then over here, what we got, we're gonna go down a little bit more. We got the stairway, the one that they're talking about, where the arm was the only thing that was able to be shown, right? And then we got the guard station, the one that's right there. And that's the leading to Jeffrey's cell right there. So we're gonna keep on moving forward. What else we got here? I think we got Jeffrey's cell too. Yeah, when that night after it happened, they got it all closed off with the cameras, the angles and everything there. So yeah, this is in a link in the description, you guys. I like to try to do a little more research for us. I got some more graphic stuff here too, y'all. Ain't no kids up in here, right? Okay, cool. Let's keep on going. Let's go. Because I think this is actually him right here, laid out. And it says MCC incident log, the type of incident, inmate suicide, I can't say that word. The type of incident, it says what it is. Looks like they was trying to revive him or something, right? They got images and everything in this, all right? They got images of them laying them out on a gurney, yeah. And that's him right there today. I ain't gonna say it too loud because that's what it is. You guys know what I'm talking about? All right, so yeah, this is in the link in the description. If any of you guys want to actually do a little more work, that's the actual cell pictures right there. So yeah, I'm gonna explain to you guys again what this is from the top. It's about 30-something pages if you're interested. This is Jeffrey Epstein's DEATF investigation from the New York field office, and it's been unclassified. All right, you guys, yes, it is in a link in the description. All I had to do was copy and paste that so you guys would be able to see it. We got to keep on moving forward. Let's keep on going, you guys. But if you appreciate the content that you're getting, I really would appreciate it. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. Give me all the money in your pockets. No, I'm just kidding, because I know it's the first. And it's the first of the month. It's time to pay that rent. So I ain't trying to hit your pockets. I understand. And I got some coffee, some new organic coffee, and some new organic tea in the kitchen. So I ain't going to try to hit your pockets. But I would appreciate if you can give me that monetary in the form of a like. That means double tapping that screen and getting those likes up. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Let's keep on going. We got some investigations going into this situation right here with the PDF investigation, entering a little bit more of Jeffrey Epstein's cause. Yeah, that's right, the cause. Let's keep on moving forward, and the House representatives have a little more to talk about with the Republicans. I want you to see what's been going on as they were going back and forth in and out of the hearing.
We'll be happy to answer. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Secretary Clinton said in her opening statement, if Republicans were serious about investigating Jeffrey Epstein, that you would call President Trump to testify. Why won't you?
Well, President Trump has answered hundreds, if not thousands, of questions from you all about Epstein, and I think he's been very transparent in releasing the documents. We expect hopefully more documents to come in.
They were asking, why don't you ask sitting President Trump to come in and be asked questions as well, since his name has come up so many times? What do you guys think?
Still assessing the 3 million plus documents that we have. We obviously will be moving on to the next phase and bringing more people in for questions. So again, remember, this was a bipartisan subpoena by members of both parties to bring in Ms. Clinton. And it's just a shame that it took 7 months. And I know every member of our committee has a big list of names they want to bring in. These are big, powerful people that hire very skilled law firms, and they delay, and you know, part of when you delay in this investigation, it takes 7 months to bring a witness in like it did today.
We saw that already, buddy. Thanks for your work. We got to go over here and see what's going on with what's his name, Pete Hegseth. Pete Hegseth has basically got a lot to talk about right now. Wait a minute. No. Do we got more? Really? What's this? Oh yeah. Remember the picture? I have to do it. This is what happened when Hillary Clinton was being, when she was being investigated, when she was being questioned, probed. All of a sudden, they found out that a photo had been taken, and someone had released that photo, which temporarily stopped the probing. So I found out who that was. I just thought that you guys might be interested in seeing her response to what reporters are saying, because now, you know, she's bringing a little kid in, Bobert's bringing her kid in from work or whatever, and they're asking her about the photo that she's been found to be the one that took it, and had them have to stop the probing for a temporary moment. So Berbert cracks a bleach bit and hammer joke after Clinton deposition photo leak. So this was the one that leaked the photo that stopped the entire probe. And you can see she's trying to keep it together, because you could tell when somebody caught out there, right? I was wondering, I said, who would be the person that took that photo and stopped this thing? We found the person, y'all.
We're very pro-life.
So you can't step right in front of us, man.
Representative Goldberg, can you talk to us about why you sent that picture? I just returned to my hotel room and installed a bleach bit software and took a hammer to my iPad. So
she says she had just went to her hotel and connected a bleach bit software and connected her iPhone. I guess she's trying to blame it on the software. Let me just make sure we're getting that right from you. I don't want to make you say something that you didn't mean, miss.
Returned to my hotel room and installed a bleach bit software and took a hammer to my iPad. So I guess in regards to photos, I do not recall. You don't remember taking the picture of Clinton?
Who's the kid?
Are you going to see a Broadway show while you're here?
They ask some silly questions. Who's the kid? Are you going to see a Broadway show while you're here? And I don't know what the other one was, but I wanted you guys to see what her excuse was. As far as any photo, I have no idea. I have no comment. Yes, that's how they do it, y'all. Just keep on deny, and they'll let it fly. That's what they're saying. Sarah Ferguson, bombshell information. Come on now, it ain't over. Sarah Ferguson, I guess you guys remember. We already knew, but now they're finally catching on. Remember how we already knew that Sarah Ferguson was trying to holler at Jeffrey Epstein? How she was trying to constantly get at him because she needed that dough that he got, and he kept on giving her money, and she needed $15,000, and she was like, look, I even got some girls I'll bring in, but just let me be the main girl. She was trying to really go for that spot right there. Sarah Ferguson, bombshell evidence revealed that these Epstein files here, that Sarah Ferguson proposed to the S offender after he was convicted. That's right, you guys. Ex-princess, that's right, ex-Prince Andrew's wife proposed to Jeffrey Epstein and asked him for his hand in marriage.
She may have had a crush on him, or some have suggested she was in love with the disgraced financier and convicted pedophile, let's not forget. Alan Howe has written a great piece in today's Australian newspaper, and he says there were warning signs from very early on about Sarah Ferguson, reports of disturbing behaviour from her date right back to when she first joined the royal family in 1986. Carol.
The Ice Queen.
What do you say about that?
Well, yes, this is the newest thing that has come out of the Epstein files. I mean, there's so much that's coming out there.
Remember, she was introducing her goddaughter to Epstein. She introduced her daughters to Epstein. She was telling Epstein in emails how her daughter was now seasoned and already doing that and frolicking with little boys. Yeah, she was already giving the information out.
Thousands and thousands of pages. But yes, it has come out that on at least 2 occasions, she proposed to Jeffrey Epstein. And yes, it was after he was convicted the first time of using balls. And so, you know, obviously that didn't bother her very much, or it didn't preclude her wanting to be married to him. Now, of course, it is, she does have this pattern where she's attracted to men, not only for their accomplishments and, you know, their having a lot of money and so on, but also for what they will buy her, you know, what they can offer her. And apparently Epstein actually did give her money on a number of occasions, you know, when she was in deep trouble, you know, in debt. And he would, I mean, the money that she asked him for was really not very much for what he had in terms of wealth.
Well, yeah, it seems to be a lot about money when it comes to these two, particularly Fergie, it seems. Now, we've seen a truly unprecedented public reaction from the royal family in recent weeks. King Charles went nuclear and broke long-standing royal protocol by commenting on family matters. He issued a statement condemning his brother, even ejected him from the Royal Lodge Carol, and yet despite that rather strong response, the king has been heckled during a visit to Lancashire by...
That's why he had to do something, because he's tired of being heckled. If they weren't heckling him, I don't think the king would have really did anything about it. When they start going places, and it interferes with his royal movements and his royal meetings, hey, king, what about Andrew? Well, that's going to just resonate in a way that they don't like. And then the queen was getting the same thing. So now she's coming back home. I had a good day, but they keep asking me about Andrew. What the hell are we going to do about this? Yeah, let's go now. Let's get on over to what we had about this Pete Hegseth situation and the new Boy Scout Scouting of America situation. What do you guys think about it? I want to know what you guys have to say about it, because I used to be a Boy Scout at one time myself. I have a special place for scouts, especially in Ridgeway, Route 2, Box 209G, Ridgeway, South Carolina, because that's where I was a Boy Scout at. I actually made the newspaper. Looked kind of cute with my little outfit on with the little thing right there. I used to like putting that little thing on, you know, with the little napkin. I used to like being a Boy Scout, going out there doing stuff, get my little merit badge. I don't know how many merit badges I got, but I like being a Boy Scout. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. This is the new age of Boy Scouts, though. Something that I've never heard of before.
For more than a century, Boy Scouts of America prepared over 130 million American boys to make moral and ethical choices, not just during their formative years, but for a lifetime as they grew into men. The first few words of the Scout Oath exemplify this. Quote, "On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country." The Boy Scouts are embedded in our communities. They're sponsored by community organizations, service clubs, and churches. Many Boy Scouts have gone on to senior leadership positions in their communities, in business, in our nation's military, and as elected representatives in local, state, and national office. 6 Boy Scouts have been elected President of the United States.
Okay.
11 of the 12 men to walk on the moon, Boy Scouts. Boy Scout training focused on responsible citizenship, character and leadership development, patriotism, personal fitness, self-reliance, faith, and a wide range of outdoor skills. It was a great program.
Somebody said, what a douche.
And this department had a close relationship with the Scouts almost since its inception, as many troops meet on military bases.
It did, didn't it?
After 2012, however, the Boy Scouts lost their way.
And don't forget the Girl Scouts, because we couldn't get along without you guys either, and we never gonna forget you for them Thin Mints. Woo! Those cookies, oh my God.
A once great organization became gravely wounded. Diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, crept in. The name was changed to Scouting America. Girls were accepted. The focus on God as the ruler of the universe was watered down to include openness to humanism and...
I just don't understand that. We already had a Girl Scouts of America. That's when you start messing stuff up and doing things that's not necessary. We got the Boy Scouts and we got the Girl Scouts. Why are you trying to be? Now we got Scouting America and now it's all crazy everywhere. You see, that's when you start having things happen. And you can't have stuff like that going on with people camping and all. Oh boy, let's keep on going. I'm going back to it right here, about right here.
Were accepted. The focus on God as the ruler of the universe was watered down to include openness to humanism and earth-centered pagan religions. Scouting became an organization that no longer supported and celebrated boys. They even welcomed the destructive myth of gender fluidity and transgenderism to infiltrate their membership. Along the way, standards were lowered and merit destroyed in favor of an insidious, radical, woke ideology that is anti-American.
Now watch the new merit badge that he got rid of, and I'm all for him getting rid of this stupid badge.
America and anti-American. The result, membership cratered. Americans didn't want this. In 1970, 10 million boys participated in Boy Scouts. Currently, less than 1 million boys and girls participate. Further, many of these community organizations that once supported Scout troops, they withdrew their support. And Scouting America, the parent organization, filed for bankruptcy protection.
Yeah, you see what happened?
The changes Scouting America made since 2012 have also jeopardized the relationship with this department. And I was very seriously considering ending our support of Scouting altogether. We have a department to protect, after all. Beyond that, the policies Scouting America have in place violate President Trump's Executive Order 14173, entitled Ending Illegal Discrimination and Restoring Merit-Based Opportunity. But before making this big change, I decided to meet with the current Scouting leadership to convey our deep concerns. Based on that face-to-face conversation and subsequent conversations, Scouting America agreed to make several key reforms.
Which one?
And let me briefly highlight a few of them. First, Scouting America has agreed to comply immediately with the provisions of Executive Order 14173. This includes reviewing and replacing politicized, divisive, and discriminatory language throughout the organization, programs, and all publications. No more DEI.
Let's clean it up. Let's clean it up.
Second, the, quote, Citizen in Society Merit Badge that encouraged Scouts to explore diversity, equity, inclusion, and identity. They always mask it under a name that sounds great, but it's doing something else. And then asks those Scouts to engage in activism on those topics. That badge has been discontinued.
Good.
Third, Scouting America will modify its policy to make clear that membership will be based solely on biological sex at birth and not gender identity. That means that the application, any application, will have only two sex designations, male and female, and the application must match the applicant's birth certificate.
There you go. So all of that, male and female, they're going to have to do Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts now. And how you going to just say because it's boys? That's not right. How you not going to let girls go in the Boy Scouts? That's why we got a Girl Scouts. Yeah, but we got some girls that want to go in the Boy Scouts. That's why we have Girl Scouts. You know what I'm trying to say, right? They trying to get the broken-wristed clique inside the Boy Scouts. Just keep on moving forward, you guys. I don't condone this. Let's get on and keep on moving forward. A boy saved his mother's life running for help after 3 days held captive. I'm telling you, man, when it comes down to love, so many people use your name in vain, but there's a chance I don't know how. Because there's a possibility that you look at me differently, love. That's right, you guys. That word right there. Somebody messing around with my mama, I'm going to run for 3 weeks if I had to. Check this story out right here, y'all. Let's get into this right here. Good little man and good work you did.
And are recovering tonight after police say they were beaten and held hostage for several days inside their Metro East home. Tonight we are hearing from a local hardware store owner,
Illinois. Get to the front of the stage, you guys. Come on.
Who helped save their lives. Thanks so much for watching us at 6. I'm Kelly Jackson. Mike Bush has the night off. 5 News Side's Holder Kowicki is in studio with the latest details on this case and the suspect who is facing multiple charges. Holden.
Hello, Kelly. This morning, 29-year-old Johnny Turner Jr. was charged with multiple felonies, including aggravated battery, kidnapping, and unlawful restraint.
Please do your boy a favor, double tap that screen on Purple Sunday. What it's going to do, it's going to get more people over here to see stories like the one that you just saw. Let them see what's happening just so people can be more savvy and understand what's happening. I know a lot of you guys disagree. I see a lot of people said that they were Girl Scouts. Another person said that it helped her daughter get rank when she went into the military. Yes, that's why I hold certain things so dear and near to my heart, especially if I was a part of it. And if it really did, made a positive and strong influence on myself as far as the community. I love putting the outfits on. As you guys can see, I like getting dressed. Told you I love putting a little Boy Scouts outfit on, even when I went up and I was able to become a Boy Scout. Because I was a Cub Scout at first, as a matter of fact. That's the one. I was a Cub Scout with the blue, with the yellow. Yeah, I was a Cub Scout at first, then I was a Boy Scout. Let's keep on going, you guys.
Kochi Heights police say Turner was someone who they dealt with frequently, but his motive in this case is still unknown. Monday morning, Daniel Bertelson says it was business as usual at Thrifty Hardware and Home Center when a boy came running inside.
Before we knew it, we were like in the middle of a movie.
According to Kochi Heights Police Chief Thomas Trice, 29-year-old Johnny Turner held the boy and his mother hostage for 3 days and beat them repeatedly before the boy escaped and ran across the road for help.
The armed man across the street told him if he left and called the police that he would kill her.
He literally saved his mom's life.
He looked rough, like he had been through trauma, of course, and was just, hair was messed up and just was not functioning real great.
Bertelson told 5 on Your Side that his staff tried to care for the boy as SWAT surrounded the area and a 5.5-hour standoff ensued.
We locked our front doors so that a sharpshooter could lay on the platform outside, and armed vehicles came in towards the end. Unfortunately, everything turned out the best that it could with him surrendering.
Chief Trice says after obtaining a search warrant for the apartment, officers found the boy's mom tied up and badly beaten inside a closet the size of a box.
She was hit with several different items, including a firearm. There was pipes found in the house that she was hit with, silverware and other utensils that was used, dishware that was used in this assault.
As the woman and her son recover in a local hospital, Bertelson says he's simply happy to be a safe place for the people in his community.
We're trying to serve people, and if somebody would come in and have a need like that, we're going to do what we can.
Turner is currently being held in the St. Clair County Jail without bond. Interestingly enough, Chief Trice told me they're still trying to locate the gun used by Turner, which they believe is hidden somewhere in or around that apartment building. Kelly?
Oh God, I'm so glad that they were able to get them out of there. They said they was beating them for 3 days. That boy ran across the street and saved his mother's life, you guys. Come on now, tell me you wouldn't get some power for your mama. Don't play with me. The same way I seen, remember back in the day, the mother will lift up the car if they baby up under there. Be looking at the mother like, where you get all that energy from? You know where I got it from, my baby up under there. Don't play with me or mess with an elephant, a baby elephant. Go ahead. Go pet the baby elephant, see if the mother don't come back like, it's gonna be over. Don't even do it. Trust me, I don't even want to set you up like that. Don't do it. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen. If you have not subscribed to the channel already, I don't know what you're waiting for. We got a phenomenal show lined up, and guess what? It ain't over. We still got to get on over to Fairfax. We got a string of burglaries that have been targeting Asian Americans that are residents in Fairfax County, the police say. And I happen to know a little bit about this because people told me about how Asians don't really, and I'm not trying to generalize, I'm not trying to say all of them, but certain specific people, they think that they don't really like to have bank accounts and they keep their money home. That's why, knowing this, a lot of people search these people out, and they follow them and they try to see if they're going to be able to get anything when they get into their homes. Fairfax County, we got a string of burglaries going on that target Asian Americans. Residents are on the edge, and hopefully this is not something that's going to be continuously to keep on going on. In Washington, you guys, thought y'all had your stuff together, Washington, D.C.
We can begin this half hour with the hunt for serial burglars caught on camera in Fairfax County, targeting the homes of Asian American business owners. Fox News' Bob Barnett reports police are asking for the public's help tonight.
The first of the 8 residential burglaries happened on this street. This is Hollyberry Court in Annandale back on January 12th. Police say the homeowner was not there at the time, later discovering a whole bunch of jewelry had been stolen. Police say the suspects were caught on camera. They're releasing this video from a neighbor's backyard security camera. There in the upper left part of the screen, police say you can see the 3 suspects in this January burglary. They could be the same people who've committed all 8 organized crimes. Still no IDs on them. In 2 of the burglaries, more than $100,000 worth of jewelry, cash, and clothing were taken. Gold bars in another, one of them on Evans Mill Road in McLean. That was on February 20th. The other on Graham Road in Falls Church on February 17th.
They find the owners of the restaurants or the establishments, establish their backgrounds or whatever, realize that they know that they're going to have some type of monetary, scope them out, case them out, hit their spot while they're at work.
Now take a look at this map. These are the dates and locations of the home burglaries all across the county over the past 6 weeks or so. Fairfax County Police say each of the 8 victims targeted was an Asian American business owner. Not a coincidence.
These businesses, whether they are salons, restaurants, often can be heavy in cash flow. So we think that these individuals, these suspects, identify that and believe they're going to get a significant return at these residential burglaries. When we have an investigation like this, obviously.
Or it could be like what everybody in the comments is saying. We got Jimmy that says insurance job. Lisa Roy says they had to know that the stuff was there. Adrain says, dang. We got Lunchbox over here. Exactly, Lisa Roy. Miss Swans or Audrey. Sorry to hear that. Set booby traps. That's right. Probably someone working at a bank. If you have money like that, you need to buy a safe. Yep, at home. That's right. I prefer not to have money. I don't trust Goofy and Timu suit. Are those? Oh, he got kicked out. Oh man, too bad. You got kicked out real fast, huh? No cash here. Sign in the door. There you go, Ad Rains. I don't blame you.
Obviously, we're focused on the burglary, but then we're focused on how they're gaining this intelligence,
But then again, it could be that inside job that some people are saying. But think about it like this, guys. If it's an inside job, they have to have insurance on that stuff. So it would have to be an insurance job. That's why that one person was correct. But if it was just stuff that they were acquiring, leaving it around their homes and not, insuring or anything, they're on the lam. They're going to take a loss for that stuff. Do me a favor, you guys. Give me all the money in your pockets. I need it. Come on. I'm just kidding. Come on. I'm just kidding. But I would like to take it in the form of likes. I know it's the first of the month and money's tight out there. I got you. I understand. Heard somebody say that they can't go and get that Aldi's yogurt for $2.99. They're on a fixed budget. A lot of people are. I get it. But you know what doesn't cost anything? If you double tap that screen and get those likes up, because now we gotta get some serious situations here. I know a lot of men out there, they want to have a little bit of assistance in the bedroom. You guys know what I'm talking about. You know when it's time to put it down, you done told her, baby, I'm gonna rock your world. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about, ladies. You know when your husband or your boyfriend say, tonight's the night, girl, I'm gonna do something to you that you ain't never have done to you before. And then next thing you know, or pew, 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 ricochet rabbit. You only get 1 ton of mayo. He gives you 1 ton of mayo. He only gives you 1 ton of mayo. 1 ton of mayo. That's right. You know what I'm talking about, right? So he needs a little bit of help. But I tell you guys, don't do what these college students are doing. You know what I mean? When it comes down to this honey packs. You guys have heard of them, and I know you guys have probably taken them before. Yes, I'm telling on you. The honey packs. That's right. It's a trend that's going around amongst college students, and it's very dangerous, fellas, especially you older guys. Go and get you something else, because have your heart beating too fast. Next thing you know, you know what I'm saying? They'd be like, oh, he was a great guy. He tried to perform. Get on over here and see what's going on with these college students who are sometimes actually taking 2 honey packs. What the hell are they trying to do? They're trying to prove something? They're trying to be in the bedroom like this. They trying to really be getting it in that bad boy. Let's go, y'all. Be careful with these honey packs that they got going on out here.
What they look like right here. They're just in a little packet, and it was very easy to go and get them today. We actually just went to a local gas station and were able to pick them up, but all you have to do essentially is rip them open and then take it orally. So over the last couple of months, experts do say that the use of these honey packets at college campuses has skyrocketed as an sexual enhancer. But the FDA does warn it could lead to serious health issues and claims it contains several harmful hidden ingredients.
Today. Wait a minute. No, DJ Mod. No. I was waiting for somebody. DJ Mod. That's right. Yeah, you see, look at Lisa Roy talking about blushing. Hey, DJ Mod 8855. You know you fam, but you said you heard that those packs don't work? You heard? Oh yeah, okay. Yes, I've been hearing about the honey packs. Better stop it. Clicking out. What else y'all got over here? Somebody said they don't work. Miss Swanza said they do work. Miss Swanza said they work. Okay, Liberty and Miggity Mark, Liberty and Justice, Miss Swanza, Batty Lynn, RJ shouting you guys out already. Thank you so much, Batty Lynn. Why does a college kid need a honey pack? Too much alcohol. No, they're trying to really knock it out the park. I've seen these at the corner store. Ad Rains, leave that damn honey pack alone. Look, somebody said that they're literally Cialis and they know what the hell they're talking about. That person, double tap that screen for you. You know what the hell you're talking about. Watch this.
I'm gonna be trying 2 honey packs to see what happens.
And you know he ain't even gonna get none. I don't know what the hell you're using them honey packs for. Looking like the nerds just saw me naked.
You know.
It's becoming a growing trend on TikTok. More people trying what's called royal honey packets.
What is one thing that was sent at a BYU student to come with that we do here at ASU?
Probably taking honey packets.
The trend also making its way to ASU, with a recent video about the product going viral.
So we're finding that college students across the United States and at ASU are taking these supplements that they purchase at gas stations or smoke shops to enhance their sexual experience.
While this growing trend may seem harmless, in 2017, the FDA advised people not to purchase the Royal Honey VIP. They say these packs contain the hidden ingredient tadalafil, an active ingredient found in some erectile dysfunction medications.
There's interactions that this medication can have with antibiotics, heart medications, blood pressure medications that can cause serious medical emergencies.
It's something Nathaniel Bush with the Cornerstone Healing Center says shouldn't necessarily be used by students to up their game.
Taking a medication that's prescribed for erectile dysfunction, unprescribed, can lead to actual long-term permanent erectile dysfunction.
So you guys think you're helping yourself by going the extra mile when you're actually probably going to make yourself now obtain the erectile dysfunction. Come on, man. Y'all want to keep on shooting the right way, right? You don't need all that stuff. Eat right. Eat some fish, drink some water, go ahead and have some good fruit, strawberries, berries. Get out there and really be a strong man. Take care of yourself the right way. Y'all don't need no help, especially the youngsters. But you know how they are. They want to try something, try to see what it does, a TikTok trend. Be careful because it can affect the older people's heart too, especially if you're taking other sorts of medications, guys. Let's keep going.
Despite these warnings, students at ASU say they would still be willing to try it out.
Just for the hell of it, I guess, just because, here's something you can try. It's experimental. It's, people's curiosity.
I mean, I think it could be fun. I don't feel like there's, con of taking it, negative effect, but...
And we see what your next job gonna be. Look like a AVN next. I ain't even gonna go there because some people are gonna get mad at me. But a future AVN model possibly, guys. If you know what AVN is, let's keep on moving forward. Sorry about that, but yeah, we got to get on to a more pressing and serious situation with these boys that are 12, 13, and 15 years old. They're gonna be charged as adults for something that is pretty terrible. The R word of a 12-year-old girl. We got bad news coming up for a couple of clips, you guys. I got to pre-warn you because it happens. I try my best to try to keep it away, but when it happens in certain places and it's really going on, it's not right for me not to show you.
Very disturbing safety alert after a 12-year-old girl was raped in a community garden. Police say her attacker is barely a teenager.
Be careful with the young girls. Be careful with your nieces and your nephews, guys. Always have, like, if they have a phone, please have the tracker and the GPSs on them and know where they're at all times. I would also tell you to, like, put alerts on certain things when they leave. I don't have anything negative to say about monitoring the little girls and boys. If you're gonna give them a cell phone, put it to use. Let's go, y'all, let's go.
And he's not the only one being charged as an adult. Local 10's Christina Vasquez is live in Miami with the horrific details in this case. Christina.
And this is Miami, you guys, Miami.
Do want to start with a graphic content warning. So if you have some young ones at home, just know that these allegations are very disturbing and some of the content here is troubling.
Police say for a 12-year-old girl in Miami's Overtown neighborhood, this community garden on a June evening became the scene of a horrific crime at the hands of.
So you're 12 years old? You're 13 years old?
Two middle school aged boys.
It starts at home, not in the street. It starts at home. I showed you two little boys 2 days ago. Yesterday, what was he doing? That other little boy was doing what at a young age? He was so good at what he was doing. He showed people flaws inside the Southwest Airport training manual. Before that, we had another scholar who got accepted in, what was that? I forgot the name of the thing he was accepted in. He was teaching his mother words and he was 4 years old. She was reading books to him and he said, "Ma, that's not the way to read it." It starts at home. Everything else is secondary. Don't say, "Oh, the community has to get." This is not community time right here. This is mother, father, family that needs to be looking in or seeing what they're doing.
You have a grand jury indictment charging.
Now facing serious charges to include kidnapping as adults accused of a violent act of sexual battery. The 12-year-old victim telling police that she was leaving her friend's house. 13-year-old Nelson Nunez grabbed her, forcing her onto a couch in a community garden. Another boy restrained her, she said, and as 12-year-old Josiah Jones put rocks in her mouth to stop her from screaming. Nunez, she said, raped her. The co-defendants only stopping about 30 minutes later when they heard her father calling out her name.
And just minutes ago, we learned from the Miami State Attorney's Office that there is a third co-defendant, a 15-year-old by the name of Xavier Tyson, who is also facing the charges in connection that he has to this incident as an adult. And those include felonies of lewd and lascivious, as well as false imprisonment. This is a developing story, and we have much more for you coming up on local10.com. That's our website.
And again, I know that it's a graphic story. And I hate to say what I'm about to say, but I say it a lot. Some people, preteens, girls, you guys know who can see this video. You guys know who you might want to sit down and actually show this video to. It might not even be time to show it to them. But nowadays, who says it's not time? Who says when it's not time to teach your child or your daughter or your niece or your family member what's going on out in the streets and what to be able to look out for? Who says it's not time to bring them up to date so that they're not mad at you about always telling them to call, always telling them to let you know where you're going to be at? Sometimes I say it, you guys, teachable moment. I'm about to show you something. You probably never thought that I would show you this, daughter or niece, but I'm going to have to show you this. I want you to see what's going on out there and why I'm so hard on you. Because nowadays, if you do it that way, you got a better chance of making a relationship and drawing a relationship better together. They might even tell you some stuff, believe it or not, about somebody else or whatever's going on. You want to try to build a certain type of bridge so that the kids and the preteens let you know what's happening, you guys. And you should know who, what time or when it's time to introduce these tactics. I would do it myself. Just keep on moving forward, you guys. Not their first victim. I get seen playing, right? Ayo, those are foundational Black Americans, just tell them, absolutely. My daughter complained that I made them scared. I said whatever. I kept you safe. They grew up strong. You got to do it. That's right. 13 years old. I wonder what those boys seen from the adults around them. Another thing, don't have your children walk alone, no matter what it is, a boy or a girl. Walking in a group teaches your kids how to have. That's right. Men should talk to their sons and not no means no. That's right too. How did those boys know what to do? Bugatti, let's not forget to pray for this baby. Of course, we're not going to forget to pray for her. We're not going to forget to pray for all of the babies who are affected and ever been affected by some nastiness and tragedies of things like this. I want to pray for strength for her, recovery. I want to pray for mental stability and better strength in this situation here. I want to pray that she can actually move forward and put this behind her no matter where she got to lock it out at. And I'm so glad that her father was able to stop this situation. And I want to make sure, and I want to pray for everybody again, whoever was caught in a situation like this as well. And hopefully, Lord, we can prevent this from happening. We ask that today. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Somebody had a comment up there that I missed, and I apologize about that. Apologize. Man allegedly sets fire to kill spiders, left in a U-Haul Midtown. The fire wound up burning down more than what he thought. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. Let's go. Let's get it.
We're learning more about a dramatic scene in Midtown on Wednesday after the NYPD bomb squad swarmed a U-Haul truck and arrested a suspected arsonist.
Yeah, he's accused of setting several fires in New Jersey and Pennsylvania, among them one at his home in the Poconos that then spread to nearby properties. And what he says drove him to do it is rather unusual. Here's Eyewitness News reporter Kimberly Richardson.
Stupidity.
The entire unit was pretty much engulfed at that point.
This is what first responders were faced with: flames ripping through a row of homes. Authorities say Sean McDermott of East Moriches had started a fire in his townhome in Pocono Pines, Pennsylvania, Monday evening. The puzzling reason why? Pocono Mountain Regional Police Chief Chris Wagner explains.
He was trying to kill spiders, was his statement. Our information at this point is that it's probably drug-induced.
Before getting to this point, the chief tells me hours earlier, McDermott was in the home with a friend who tried to stop the 36-year-old suspect.
Mr. McDermott was acting very strangely. He had clothing smoldering on the floor that he had lit on fire. He had taken a love seat and put that on top of the smoldering clothing. The witness would
now watch the results.
Put it out, throw water on it, and he would start another fire. Just very peculiar, dangerous behavior.
Both men took off, and this is what it looked like when they came back. Volunteer firefighters spent 8 hours battling the blaze. Neighbors couldn't believe the damage. Inside this home, huge icicles, a large hole in the ceiling over the fireplace where a holiday stocking still hangs. All of this as McDermott was on the run, police say, in a U-Haul truck.
Through our investigative leads, I believe we had some contacts with East Rutherford that Mr. McDermott may have made his way through East Rutherford and then into New York City.
He made it nearly 100 miles east of Manhattan, and once here, police say was involved in a hit and run at East 23rd Street and Madison Avenue around 8 last night. The suspect took off running but was taken into custody. Inside the truck, officers found nitrous oxide, laughing gas, and some kind of liquid accelerant. McDermott has 4 prior arrests in New York City, one for assault in 2019. After facing a judge here, he will be extradited to Pennsylvania to face charges, including arson.
This fool was on laughing gas. Who he thought he was, the Joker? Oh my God. I mean, just straight mayhem. Setting little Phil's Nyers all in his house. You should have known that once they left him by himself, it was going to go up. So that's probably exactly what happened. Craziness, you guys. You cannot make this up. You can't even make this stuff up. He looked crazy. He looked crazy, didn't he? He looked like he was off out of his mind. There you go. He was a huffer. Yeah. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to go on over to Memphis. Yeah, that's how DJ Paul said. My people down in Memphis, Tennessee. We got $5 million offer for capture this Sinaloa cartel drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. $5 million offered for the capture of the Sinaloa cartel D-Rug King. Got me ready to. I used to always want to be a bounty hunter. $5 million cash? I don't know, you guys. I might go ahead and have to dust off my stuff. Dog, there's fear and darkness all around, boo. I'll be out there like Dog the Bounty Hunter for $5 million. Let's go.
A $5 million reward now available for any information that leads to the capture and conviction of two brothers.
Federal prosecutors say they are narco-terrorists who are high-ranking members of the notorious Sinaloa cartel. Our Tony Shin joins us live from downtown with the details of today's major announcement. Tony.
Now that's 5 on it right there. I got 5 on it. Look, somebody said, look at Liberty and Justice said, I've become a bounty hunter for that $5 million. I thought about that before. I really thought about it. Have a good life, bro. Thank you so much. I really thought about that before. That's a lot of dough. Look, $5 million. Okay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the compliment, Zion's Choice. I love you too. It's 10 million now. Stop playing with me. What?
Yeah, you know, Phil and Christina, federal prosecutors say these two brothers are simply the worst of the worst. They have been terrorizing people on both sides of the border for years, and they're hoping this big $5 million reward will help get them captured.
Sagittario, Chavo Felix, Flaquito, Payo, Valdez Ruiz.
U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of California, Adam Gordon, announcing the capture of high-level drug traffickers who are part of the Sinaloa cartel, which operates in Tijuana and the Baja California region.
They're here. They're charged. They're only the beginning.
Now, federal officials are offering a reward of up to $5 million each for information leading to the capture and conviction of these two members, Alfonso Arzate Garcia, or Achilles, as he is known, and his brother Rene, who goes by the nickname Lorana.
Anybody seen Rene? Has anybody seen Rene?
15 years through murder, kidnapping, extortion, and corruption.
Look at Lee.
Rene Arzate
Garcia they want it any
has
kind of way?
Thousands of kilograms of methamphetamine, cocaine, fentanyl, and marijuana into the United States. And he has laundered hundreds of millions of dollars in drug proceeds.
Federal prosecutors also showed pictures of the large amounts of drugs agents have seized, much of it on the U.S. side of the border. The pictures also show cartel members dressed like soldiers, holding high-powered firearms, including assault rifles.
Think of how many people died of Fetty Wap, and you tell me, has he killed anybody? Whoever said that to us in the comments. Has he killed anyone? Think about how many people died of Fetty Wap. We don't say the word because we can't. Fetty Wap, yeah.
Grenade launchers and using drones that can deliver explosives to murder rival gang members.
I really do think it's DOA too. I think it is.
All of it part of a wave of cartel violence.
And that violence ultimately spilled over into San Diego and our communities. This partnership is a credit to President Trump and Attorney General Bondi's vision of the complete eradication of foreign terrorist organizations.
That's why U.S. Attorney Gordon says he has a strong message for the Arzate Garcia brothers.
Hide, run, fight, flee. The illusion is that you have a choice. The reality is simple. Surrender to justice or you will be brought to justice.
Now, these two brothers face multiple federal charges, including, of course, narco-terrorism, which, by the way, if they are captured and convicted, they could face the rest of their life behind bars in a federal prison.
Keep on moving forward. You guys double tap that screen. We're going to get those likes up. And if you guys got any information on where they at, why not go ahead and snitch on them? We don't care about them. Tell on them and get that bread. Save some animals with the money you get. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. Really would appreciate it, you guys. This can't be. $235,000 worth of Bluetooth speakers are missing? Come on, Memphis. Y'all seriously getting down like that? Y'all done took these people's speakers? Man, listen, that sounds like, they shouldn't have brought it through the hood, Bugatti, you know what I'm saying? They brought it through the hood, so guess what? We got them. Y'all know they're not playing out in Memphis from this last video you just saw. Let's keep it right there, you guys, come on. We got Bluetooth speakers worth $235,000 missing from a Memphis warehouse.
First at 5 on your news leader, a dramatic increase in.
You're going to go to the hood, all you're going to hear is boom, 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 mad speakers everywhere. Everybody crib going to be booming in the hood. All the project apartments is going to have mad parties going on now.
Cargo thefts across the country, with thieves using more sophisticated ways of stealing millions of dollars worth of merchandise annually. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Stephanie Skurlock.
And I'm Greg Hurst. For example, a shipment of high-priced Bluetooth speakers are missing after leaving a distribution center in Hickory Hill. WRG's Mike Sirianni is live now with more. Mike, what else do you know?
Hey, good afternoon to you, Greg and Stephanie. That shipment worth over $235,000 left Barrett Distribution Center November 7th, heading to California, but never arrived.
Trucks rolling in and out of Barrett Distribution Centers on Hickory Hill Road Thursday. The company proud of its record of on-time service. So when a high-priced shipment didn't end up when and where it was scheduled to be, red flags went up. A shipment of 17 pallets of Marshall Acton 3 Bluetooth speakers.
Marshall speakers, y'all. Ooh, they were some expensive ones.
Valued at over $235,000, rolled out of Barrett's November 7th, headed to the Best Buy distribution center in Dinuba, California. Scheduled arrival date of November 11th, but the shipment, 1,690 units, never arrived. It's believed the shipment was stolen or hijacked en route. I was told Barrett Distribution gave a bill of lading to the driver of the trucking company that came to get the load. A bill of lading is a legal document that details the type, quantity, and destination of goods being transported.
Probably wasn't even the right truck to give that stuff to.
But it turns out a fake receiving stamp was created, giving the impression the load had been delivered to Best Buy, a tactic that buys thieves time to dispose of a load.
Wow.
Memphis police were notified and filed a theft report at Barrett on February 24th. Barrett stressing the load was not stolen from the Barrett site, but this was the origin for the load. I'm told multiple agencies are investigating, but no one can pinpoint where the shipment went missing on its way to California.
And back out live now, the company that picked up the shipment November 7th declined to comment on this story. This is an ongoing investigation. Reporting live for your news leader in Hickory Hill, Mike Sirianni, WREG News Channel.
Yeah, well, you know, hopefully they got some insurance on that, but I don't know. They got them with that fake stamp, and you know what that said? What they said, that gives them time to get rid of the stuff, because the company think, oh, they received everything. Now, where's the check for all the speakers? Then they start having red flags go up. Do your boy a favor and double tap that screen to get those likes up. Where you gonna see content like this anywhere else? Nowhere. #1 show on YouTube. Why? Because of you and me. Let's keep it going, you guys. We got more to get into. Come on, Florida. We got squatters that take over this Jacksonville apartment complex. Oh boy, you know how squatters get down. They keep things filthy. They like to tear stuff up. And if there's anything in there, they might just walk out with the washing machine like this. We got a washing machine for sale here. Y'all know how they get down. And don't be a landlord to have to deal with no squatters. Oh my God.
Jacksonville woman says squatters have taken over her West Side apartment complex and the landlord isn't doing anything about it. Those apartments are on Wilson Boulevard and Cedar Hills. Action News Jax Madison Foglio is live across the street from the complex. Madison, the woman you spoke to, says she is scared to leave her house without her gun because of the squatters.
Wow.
And she told me she's the only one in her building that actually pays rent that lives there. Now, she's in the building behind the palm tree there. You can see there's 2 buildings right across from where I am. She tells me she's been complaining to the leasing office for over a year, but yet nothing seems to be getting done.
Time to move.
I'm going to come over here. I'm going to be here tonight.
This is a glimpse into what Karen Jennings says squatters have done to the units at the Wilson Boulevard apartment complex.
I am not safe in my home. I am not safe.
Jennings has been living at 6259 Wilson Boulevard since 2022. She says she first noticed the squatters staying at the complex in 2023.
I've been experiencing a lot of men on the premises that don't stay here. And they're looking and watching, seeing when we leave and when we come home, and which I don't like because I live by myself. And also that when we throw trash in the trash can, they are in the trash can before you even get to the dumpster. This is where the squatters have broke in and demolished apartment.
Karen gave us a tour of the building. You could see the windows are all boarded up and some of the doors are wide open. And even while we were there,
Don't come out here no more, baby. Don't come. I'm gonna call the police. Don't come out here no more.
just saw a squatter leaving one of the apartments while we were out here too. I reached out to the city to see if the property had any code enforcement citations. They sent me back an over 100-page document with every citation made for the property, noting that in 2025 alone, there were 32 code enforcement citations.
I know it's hard. It's easy to say, hard to do, ma'am. I understand. People always say, well, move if you can't stay there. But sometimes when it's a situation like that, you outnumbered. You got to move. I would say go. Sorry. Yep, they go after the copper. Squatters have no rights, personal opinion. Show the squatters. There was one that they I probably don't want to get sued by the network. You know how they get down. Where the pigs at for this? She has to be the monitor. Not cool. She should own it instead. Yeah, is the landlord deceased? Probably not, just gave up. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. It's a terrible situation right here. Terrible. Let's keep on moving forward. Because now, you guys in Florida, you know we get this segment sometimes, especially when it comes down to something as nasty as this. Over 3,946 violations. You serious? Let's get on over to the original pancake as it closes. It was open now, but if y'all got to be careful. Look up these restaurants before you go eating them. And I have to say, I'm not trying to shit on any Miami or Florida restaurants, but you might want to really check the scores and all of that before you go into these places. Because the stuff that I've been hearing about about dirty dining, I don't think I can even go into any one of these places until I know thoroughly what their score is and what's going on with them, because the stuff that you hear is just extremely nasty. Be careful where you eat your food at and where you're going to eat at.
So tonight, one restaurant racks up 46 violations in a single inspection.
Ouch. And inspectors find roaches and roach droppings inside another kitchen. Local 10 News investigator Jeff Weinz here has tonight's Dirty Dining Report.
Jorge, 46 violations last week. 46?
Yeah, we have no comment, so please.
No comment?
No, sir.
This is the original Pancake House on Sunset Drive in Kendall, the exact address.
And they have no comment for the violations, the 49 violations that they got. Now watch what the violations are for.
Address 11510 Southwest 72nd Street. 46 violations during a routine unannounced food safety inspection is the most of any restaurant in Miami-Dade, Broward, and the Florida Keys so far this year.
Someone's not doing their job. 46 violations? I mean,
everything was fixed.
Is that acceptable to you?
Thank you, guys.
Inspectors spotted roaches crawling on a floor in a dish area, near a doorway leading to a dining room, underneath a food prep table, ants crawling on a wall, and a rack where clean whisks are stored on top of pancake syrup, cheese, and burger patties being held at an unsafe temperature. That's a repeat violation. Inspectors found heavy grease, old food buildup between ovens, dirty walk-in cooler shelves. There were repeated hand-washing violations, including a waitress who left a bathroom and began handling food containers without washing her hands. But there are few words here to explain why they had 46 violations.
Guys should do a better job. Is there a manager in?
No, you're not.
Up to Coral Springs, no manager, no one in charge at this Moe's Southwest Grill. It's at the corner of Holmberg Road and East Coral Ridge Drive.
This is the Moe's, you guys. I'm putting it on blast right now. Be careful where y'all eating at.
An inspector was here last week based on a complaint and ordered the place shut. Among the 3 violations, live roaches found behind a notice board in the dishwashing area, underneath a rice cooker in a prep station, and under a cooler in the dining room.
Can you have the manager call me, please?
Oh, where is it? Oh.
Hours later, we returned. Still no one in charge, no explanation, and no call from an owner or manager.
And people in there eating, sitting down.
Manager? Not yet? Okay.
We head back down south to Redland.
Dirty dining es como comiendo sucio.
Cucarachas.
Mucha.
All over.
She is Maudie. She owns Redland Ice Cream and Bakery at the corner of Chrome and 248th Street.
Redland Ice Cream and Bakery, y'all.
Last week, 10 violations found here in order to shut it and clean it.
No other places in the shopping center were ordered shut.
Sí, pero nosotros nos cerraron, pero enseguida nos abrieron.
Maury tells us it's a shopping center issue. There are other restaurants here, but records show this is the only place with a problem.
Todo está vacío.
Maury shows us a cabinet where 100 roach droppings were actually found. Inspectors noted roaches crawling on top of an oven, in a dishwashing area, inside a sink, crawling on clean containers. And as I walk out the door, I see something on the floor, on its back, legs up, still moving.
No good.
No, yo sé.
She says it won't happen again. All the places mentioned allowed to reopen following an ordered cleanup. And then,
you know what it reminded me of? Holy Moly Donut Shop. Y'all know which one I'm talking about, right? Holy moly. And why the hell are you picking up bugs off the floor with your hand? You could have went in close with the camera. We believe you. We believe you, homeboy. Don't do that. Ugh. Ooh, Lord, don't go out there eating these people nasty food, y'all. Somebody in the comments said the same thing. Cook your own food. Don't eat this nasty stuff. All of that convenience. What are you getting with the convenience? I told you, you think you're getting raisin bread or raisin bran. Okay, keep on moving forward, you guys. We got a situation over here. I think that's enough. That's dirty dining right there. We focused on Miami just now. So you know what happens after you eat or before you eat, depending on the person that you are. A lot of you guys like to be coming in the party with the spliffers and see. That's the real place that you really want to be. A different kind of roach. Yes, a different kind of roach, if you know what I'm talking about. The kind that you can light on the end and take a few pulls off of if you indulge. You guys know what I'm talking about. Let's just go ahead and put it out there. Arowana, Milwaukee. Come on, Milwaukee, come to the front of the stage. We got a judge that calls out arowana. Do you know where they burning it down at, y'all? Do you know how blatant it is in Milwaukee? They're literally lighting up before they go in the front of the judge. On the way to the judge, in the bathroom, in the courthouse, to the point where the judge had to say something about it. Is it legal out there in Milwaukee? You can literally light up in the courthouse? Let's see what the judge has to say about this, you guys. Let's go. Double tap that screen and get those likes up, because they lighting up. They done lit it up in the courtroom. They can't even wait to go before the judge to get lit.
Our big story tonight at 9, what is that smell? A Milwaukee County judge goes off over a lingering smell of marijuana.
Maybe you've had that same experience. It wasn't just in his courtroom. Take a listen.
I'm going to say I'm not thrilled that my courtroom smells like marijuana. And the hallway outside my courtroom smells like marijuana. Awful ton of marijuana. There's nothing I can do about that, but it's inappropriate. It's still illegal. And anybody that thinks it's a good idea to get high before you come to court really needs a reality orientation.
I was scared.
That's a side note. It has nothing to do with the sentencing, but that's what it's coming to in this community. That this courthouse smells like weed every day. And the courtroom is bad. The hallway's worse.
The judge not mincing his words.
He's not the only one who smells it either. Our Abril Preciado joins us in the newsroom with tonight's big story. Abril?
Well, let me tell you guys, people I spoke with at the courthouse say the smell of marijuana is pretty common there. That smell may be strong, but so is the judge's message.
Like strong, earthy smell.
People say it's a common odor.
So I've smelled it at restaurants. I've smelled it, in taverns.
How many people here smelt it?
Becoming more common at the Milwaukee County Courthouse.
Kind of like rotten skunks. That's the way I describe it.
A smell that some people say they've caught when?
You get the whiff when you're in like the security line and you're getting in. I was walking through the tunnel to enter the courthouse today and I could smell.
And now is seeping into courtrooms.
I'm not thrilled that my courtroom smells like marijuana.
And getting the attention of Judge David Borowski, disrupting enough to him to address during a sentencing hearing.
Somebody said, I smell it right now. Who's that metal bender? He said, I smell it right now. Oh, yeah, got the joint in the hand, though. The judge really, wait, so y'all really going off right now. Has anybody ever smelled that smell? You know that smell that we're talking about. You smell it walking into the Wally World. Metal. It's the employees. We're still in Walmart the other day and somebody had some fireweed in their pocket. Right? Dang, I smell it sitting in traffic lights. Smells like good weed. That means good morning. Have a blessed and productive day. Cannabis, not marijuana. Who cares? Better than cigs. Metal bender. Me too in my hand and vape. No smell. Okay, you guys, let's keep on going forward.
During Thursday.
The hallway outside my courtroom smells like marijuana. Awful ton of marijuana.
Despite the no smoking sign seen throughout the building and this fact.
Still illegal, and the courtroom is bad.
Okay, this is the time that we come together right now. I like the fact that we did that and it got to this point because I want to know anybody who ever indulged before or anybody who hasn't. What do you like to have after you get a little hungry or you get the munchies? Maybe you get the munchies. What's your preferred snack? I just want to know. What is your preferred snack? The preferred snack that you like when you get the munchies? Yeah, let me know, guys. What's your preferred? Somebody said cake. We got a bowl of cereal, mint, hocho, whatever that is. Everyday hot wings or pickles, ice cream, chocolate, Doritos, more coffee, Hershey's, popcorn, Doritos, more marijuana. We got cashews, chocolate, popcorn, turkey sandwich, chips, crab meat. I knew I was going to jail. I'd be walking to the courthouse smelling like 10 bags of D. Nothing. Salt, Lay's, chips. How come we got so many people in here with chips? Cool Ranch, spicy Doritos. Spicy Doritos. Spicy. A lot of spicy milkshakes. After my ass up, work out. Keep it out of the pain. Ice cream, weed gummies, any tropical fruit, cinnamon crunk, milkshake. Hit that like though. Yeah, do your boy a favor. Hit that like button, says Liberty and Justice. Why come so many of you guys are saying potato chips though? Chips, and more chips. Anybody eat Takis? Anybody like those Takis? What about those? Wingstop, French toast, spicy Doritos, the purple bag, Gushers, rack of lamb, amber chips. All right, y'all, it's my turn. We are now in our favorite segment of the show. It is our health and wellness show, or wellness section, sponsored by ourselves and honored by one of our great co-hosts, Miss Liberty and Justice. And yes, by Monday or Tuesday, we will be introducing the Justice for All starter kits. It's time, you guys. It's time to get into our health and wellness check. Let's get it, you guys, because a lot of you guys are talking about those potato chips. It's time to get into it. 9 chips to avoid at all costs, and 2 that are actually safe to eat. We're going to get into it right now. You know what time it is. 9 different chips to avoid at all costs, and 2 that are actually safe to eat. And someone in the comments, they said this a couple of times. I heard 3 people say it. I want you to automatically stop this right now. I've never told anybody to stop doing anything, ever. I've never been that type of person. But if you can, please stop all intake of anything that has to do with the flaming, hot, or any one of those Doritos, anything that has to do with flaming chips, flaming Cheetos. If you can, please try your best. I'm serious right now. It's the reason why I do this. Please try your best to stop eating them. We got to keep on moving forward. The first one that we're going to tell you guys that is very bad for children is Takis. Because of the chemicals that it has in it, because of the high sodium count, as well as all of the products that make the coloring, yellow dyes and red number 6s that have to do with, you know what, it's, memory, ADHD, and a whole lot of different things when it comes down to children. Now the second one, I'm just going right in, not even stopping. This is in the clip. And I can back this stuff up. Don't even care if you try to sue me. I'm going to get a reversal and I'm going to win because this has all been documented. Doritos. That's right. Doritos, one of the highest in sodium. It's also been known to give out rashes. Yes, rashes on the skin. The content as far as the coloring, the food dyes, is ridiculous. You wipe a Dorito on a napkin, it looks like you just drew something with a red marker. What is it doing to your internals? They have ER-related visits when it comes down to Doritos because of the children and Takis. If some children have been reported to have Takis before they went to bed. By 3 o'clock in the morning, they're at the hospital. These are legitimate reports. ER-related visits. Also, another chip that you guys love so much, I never even believed that it was a chip myself ever, because it looks like it's processed. This to me looks like they blend up a bunch of maybe potato and then make the chip. I never thought that a Pringle was a real potato chip, even if I liked them when I was younger and I didn't know any better. Pringles, why? They're high in sodium. What the hell? I need help. Help me, Jesus, with this word. Acrylamine. Okay. They also are linked to different sorts of cancer risks. Now, I'm talking about potato chips. I'm talking about potato chips. We're going to keep on moving forward. Yeah. Let's get on over to your favorite. What's his name? Chester? Oh, Chester. Come here, Chester. Chester cheese, 200 milligrams of sodium. How much does it take to get that much, Bugatti? How many chips do you have to eat to get 200 milligrams of sodium? 13 of them. And the kids be going crazy, eating them like crazy because they love them. And imagine a kid getting their daily dose of sodium with 13 chips, but they continuously keep eating them. I'm not telling you guys to stop your kids from eating this. I'm trying to tell you to wean them off the best way that you can, if you can. I spoke to someone's parent yesterday. I told her about it. She didn't even want to do the fight. Didn't even want to fight to try to get them to stop eating it. But that's her. That's her. It's up to them. Got to keep on moving forward, because not only with that 200 milligrams of sodium, it's colored with red number 40. More hyperdiagnosed and allergic reactions. Bowel information in certain studies. We're going to keep on moving forward, you guys, because some of your flamings is coming up. And I'm not going to play when it comes down to this. Lay's Flaming Hot, 190 milligrams of sodium, 10 milligrams of fat, 1 ounce of fiber. Notice how you're getting a bunch of bad stuff and nothing really good? Keep on moving forward. 10 grams of protein. Thank you very much. That's really looking out for us. And those other ones that have ridges, the ones that I thought were the best. Phenomenal. Ruffles. That's right, you guys. One of my favorites. The Flamin' Hots and sour cream. They have no sour cream. Instead of sour cream, they use authentic cheddar with a sharp tank smell closer to powdered cheese from like just like the dollar ramen packets. Yeah. Pull out a chip. The ridges, the orange speed bumps, thick grooves, caked with greasy dust, clings to your fingers and leaves prints. Yeah, leaves prints on anything it touches. Why the hell is that doing to a napkin? What is it doing to your internals with that color? Chalky food. A lot of it has whey powder. They use natural and artificial flavorants, but also things that are like to keep fungus away. So you got to watch out for that. The Flaming Hot onions have MSG. You already know what MSG is. So now when the kids are eating that, it gets even worse. I want to try to get you guys as much of this video as possible, because I want you to know what to look after in certain ingredients when you're looking on the labels, and to try your best and do what you got to do. Yes, if we get to that, we got that 500, it's already happening. But you guys, your job to me is all you got to do. All I need you to do is send me your mailing address, so I could send 6 people 3 keychains and 3 decals. Let's keep on moving, you guys. Very important information. Link is in the description. Every single brand that I told you about is in the description as well. Let me make sure I got all of the brands out. The last ones that I said were Flamin' Hots. Also, we got the Flamin' Hots. Anything Flamin' Hot. It's not supposed to be, it's not good. It's got monosodium glutamate, hydrolyzed corn, protein, dextrose, garlic powder, natural flavors, and then buried near the end is onion powder. Chester cheetah, you got a lot to talk, a lot to make up for here. Let's keep on going. I'm gonna get you as much as possible. We got 9 chips to avoid at all costs, and 2, because you know we got to tell you what you can't eat. 2 that are actually safe to eat. 9 chips to avoid at all costs, and 2 that are actually safe to eat. I'm gonna cheat right now. Baked Lay's, you're good. Baked Lay's, you're good. Keep on moving forward. Let's go.
Salty crunch, you get a blast of neon dust that coats your fingers and burns your throat. That's the gamble every time you reach for chips. Some are crisp and clean.
We don't care about AI as long as the information is good. We don't care if you're going to keep on saying, but is that AI? Because as long as the information is true and been founded. Again, we don't care if some of it is AI. So save your typing. And if you type that, we're going to think you a bot. And we don't like bots. We get rid of them. Let's go, y'all.
Others are loaded with dyes, sodium, and artificial oils that hit your heart harder than your cravings. The same shelves hide both the best and the worst. Let's count down 9 chips you should avoid at all costs, and 2 that are actually safe to eat. Starting at number 9, the rolled chip that California pediatricians actually warned parents about.
California pediatricians warn parents about. That's documented. Thank you so much, Cinnamon. I really appreciate you. Thank you for becoming a member again. We're going to keep on going. Let's go. Keep on. Stay here with me. This is important. What else you got to do? But get some good information for yourself and your kids.
Takis Fuego rolls. In 2022, pediatricians issued public warnings after a spike in teen gas.
Now they're making a mistake and they're saying takies because you know how that happens sometimes. Every time they say takies, we know they're saying takis. Please remember that.
Gastritis cases traced directly to Takis. Kids were showing up with stomach pain so severe, doctors ran scans. Others are loaded with dyes, sodium, and artificial oils that hit your heart.
If you think they're lying, do yourself a favor and Google what they're saying. I already did.
Harder than your cravings. The same shelves hide both the best and the worst. Let's count down 9 chips you should avoid at all costs, and 2 that are actually safe to eat. Starting at number 9, the rolled chip that California pediatricians actually warned parents about. Takis Fuego rolls. In 2022, pediatricians issued public warnings after a spike in teen gastritis cases traced directly to Takis. Kids were showing up with stomach pain so severe, doctors ran scans thinking it was appendicitis. It wasn't appendicitis. It was chemical burn from neon corn rolls marketed as fiery fun. One San Diego mother posted, "My 12-year-old ate a bag before bed. By 3 a.m., we were in the ER. The doctor didn't even need test results. She asked one question. Has he been eating those hot chips? She already knew. But here's what the bag won't tell you. Just 12 of these tiny sticks load your body with over 420 milligrams of sodium. That's nearly a third of what the American Heart Association says you should have in an entire day if you're watching your heart."
This is why I would be the a-hole to the kid. I don't care. Get that child. You're not eating that. Nope. I won't even buy it. No. I don't care. I'm going to be the a-hole. Call me what you want. Oh, I can't stop them from eating it. They love it so much. Do you love them?
Now add in the glowing red and orange dyes, red 40 Lake and yellow 6 Lake. Ingredients linked to hyperactivity in kids and bowel irritation in adults. Europe restricts these dyes in children's snacks. Some countries require warning labels. Here, we market them to teens with TikTok influencers.
Some countries make them have warning labels. Where the hell do you know that you're going to ever buy a bag of potato chips and give it to your kids if it got a warning label on it? They just admitted that in our country, they don't have to put the warning labels on it. And not only that, they promote it straight to the kids. That's why the lawsuits are going through now, because they're promoting this stuff just like cigarettes. High processed foods that are doing nothing for you. You're getting no vitamins, no minerals, no nutritional value out of it at all. You just keep on eating them and your brain is like, keep on eating them because I'm not getting nothing. And you're getting all the bad stuff because you're eating so much of it.
This isn't heat. It's a hospital visit waiting to happen. Open the bag and you're hit with a sharp chemical tang that stings the nose before you even bite. The dust coats your fingers in a way soap barely washes off. Bite down, and the burn isn't natural chili warmth. It's a searing artificial fire that scorches the tongue. numbs the lips, and leaves your stomach twisting hours later. One high school nurse in Texas posted anonymously, "We keep a list on the office wall. Hot Cheetos, Takis, Flamin' Hot Doritos. If a kid comes in with stomach pain, we ask which one first. 9 times out of 10, they had a bag at lunch. You won't believe what else is hiding in the bag. Beyond sodium and dyes, Takis use refined oils and low-nutrient cornmeal that do nothing to fill you up. That's why you can eat half the bag and still feel hungry, only with a raw throat and bloated stomach to show for it. Would you let your teenager eat something California pediatricians issued warnings about? Would you serve a snack documented to cause stomach ulcers in kids? So what's a safer swap if you crave that spicy crunch? Try baked veggie chips dusted with chili powder, or even roasted chickpeas tossed with cayenne. You get the heat, the crunch, and none of the ER visits. And if you thought fire dust was bad, the next one doesn't just stick to red. It throws the entire rainbow at you. Sliding into number 8, we've got Doritos Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch. Cool Ranch? Try
There go your Doritos.
chemical ranch with a bonfire twist. The bag screams bold flavor with flames licking the edges, but what you're actually buying is a chemistry experiment disguised as chips. Each 12-chip handful, 190 milligrams sodium. Sounds small until you realize most kids don't stop at 12 chips. They eat half the bag. That's 3 servings, 570 milligrams of sodium. Add an after-school soda, 55 milligrams, and pizza for dinner, 700 milligrams, and a single snack session just delivered 1,325 milligrams of sodium.
Do you think that that's okay? Can't ignore it, y'all. You can't. There's no way to ignore this.
58% of a child's daily limit, all from neon dust. And parents wonder why their kid can't sit still through homework. Cool? Not when your kid's bouncing off the wall.
I'm sorry, but that's not the worst one when it comes down to it, Fernando. We ain't even get there yet. Sorry.
Tear open the bag, and the first thing you notice isn't ranch. It's the acrid, artificial smoke smell that hits your nose like a cheap firecracker. The chips glow an unnatural neon red. Dust so aggressive, it stains countertops and sticks to your tongue like...
And somebody said it stains their tongue and their fingers. Do me a favor, you guys. I really would appreciate it if you have not subscribed yet. I work really hard for you guys to subscribe. We do a lot of research so that we can bring information like this to everybody. We trying to go OD when it come down to the numbers. I want to overdose nose when it come down to getting people over here to learn stuff like this. Because I thought of one thing, and I corrected myself now. I am now going to stand down on one of my hardest things that I was going to do before, and that is start reaching out to the potato chip companies and telling them to lower the price. I am no longer worried about them lowering the price. I no longer want their potato chips. I'm going to find my own potato chips, and I'm going to go into that way. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the super chat, and you're loved over here. I did not have a chance to catch that, but I really appreciate it. It's very sad about what's going on here, and they're feeding it to the children. Like we said and what you heard, most of these products are okay to sell in our country, but in other countries, they have to change the ingredients in order to sell it there. It's not that they don't have the means to do it, it's that they don't want to, and they're already rich and they're billionaires. Be careful out there what you're getting fed right now, because they don't give a damn. They just want their money. Like I said, I'm not worried no more about telling them to lower their prices. I'm gonna find my own alternatives, and hopefully people will stop eating Wise and all of those potato chips with those brands and stuff like that, because they're realizing what they're putting in them. It's not good for you guys. It's just like cigarettes. There's no difference. Just keep on moving forward.
Chalk. One crunch and your fingers look like you've been finger painting in toxic powder. Consumer forums have reported rashes around the mouth after heavy snacking sessions. And pediatricians in Texas flagged Doritos Flamin' Hot flavors as repeat offenders in stomach-related ER visits among teens. Parents thought they were handing over a fun treat. Instead, they were dealing with heartburn, nausea, and kids waking up in pain. And yes, corporate knows. Back in 2021, Frito-Lay issued a voluntary recall on a batch of Doritos due to undeclared allergens, a reminder that bold flavor sometimes comes with hidden risks. It wasn't this exact flavor, but it shows how easily things slip past quality control. You won't believe what's lurking inside. Even if you ignore the dyes, the chips offer no real nutrition. 1 gram of fiber, 2 grams of protein, and the rest is empty carbs. That means you're left hungrier than before, only thirstier from the sodium burn. Want the crunch without the chemical storm? Grab organic tortilla chips with a side of salsa. Real tomatoes, real spice, and 0 rainbow powders. It's heat you can taste without worrying what's coursing through your bloodstream later. That rainbow of chemicals looks bad enough, but the next can hide an even saltier secret. And this one doesn't stop at staining your tongue. It goes straight for your blood pressure. Taking the 7th spot, we're staring down a Pringles can.
Not only will you get the name of the channel, the link is in the description in the video I'm in right now with all of the brands, and you can just click that link right in the description and it's going to take you to this video. So you guys always know that. Even if I'm late and I don't put it in, after I'll go do it and put it in and still put the listings in the same way I did the day before yesterday. So if I promise you something, go look at the link now. I bet it's in the description. Right up under me. Let's keep on moving forward. We got 9 chips. We did this, but you weren't here. Maybe you didn't hear me. 9 chips to avoid at all costs. 9 chips to avoid at all costs. Parentheses, and 2 that are actually safe to eat. If you're paying attention, you're seeing that there's also other alternatives that we could be using. Got to get this information out. The name of the channel is Disclosure. It's Disclosure with an H. D-I-S-H, closure. The other country pays for their people's health insurance and we have to pay for our own. It's a cycle of making money. Thank you so much, Miss Swanza, for the $5 super chat. You know I appreciate you. That's right, you guys. Again, Disclosure with an H. D-I-S-H, closure. Let's get on over there. Make sure you subscribe and show them some love. We got to get down to number 2, the Pringles, y'all. And pay attention to what they say about the can, please.
Can that promises fiesta, but delivers a cancer scare. You pop the iconic lid and get a quick hit of spice. But let's be honest, what you're really opening is a chemistry lab in a tube. One serving, just 14 chips, slams you with 280 milligrams of sodium. That's before you go back for a second handful, which everybody does because these things are engineered to keep you reaching. But sodium is just the start. The real danger is hiding in how these chips are made. This isn't enchilada, it's acrylamide in disguise. Tip the can and you'll notice the inside walls carry a greasy film that shines in the light. Pull out a crisp and your fingers come back dusted in a powder that clings like chalk. Bite down and instead of smoky roasted flavor, you get a tangy chemical burn that lingers long after the crunch is gone. Even the aftertaste feels fake, like the ghost of seasoning left behind in the back of your throat. But here's what the label won't tell you. Pringles are formed under extreme heat and pressure, creating acrylamide, a chemical compound the National Toxicology Program classifies as reasonably anticipated to be a human carcinogen. Consumer watchdog groups have flagged flavored Pringles for years due to their high acrylamide content. The same process that makes them stackable and uniform also makes them a potential cancer risk. You won't believe what's lurking inside. The company markets these as enchilada adobada, playing off authentic Mexican cuisine. Real adobada is slow marinated pork with chili, garlic, and vinegar, rich and earthy. Pringles' version? Potato starch pressed into identical shapes, then drowned in artificial spice powder. The only thing Mexican about this can is the word on the label. You're not tasting culture, you're tasting a cancer-forming chemical disguised as a snack, till you see what Cheetos did with chili. The next one takes neon powder to a new level, and your stomach might not forgive it. Sliding into number 6, we've got Cheetos Flamin' Hot Tangy Chili Fusion. Chili Fusion? Please. This is more like confusion in a bag. You tear one open and get hit with a cloud of red dust that clings to the air. Shake the bag and you'll literally see the powder drift out like smoke from a flare gun. The chips inside are coated in a neon red armor that stains your fingertips, counters, and anything else it touches. That tangy smell, sharp, sour.
So what is that red doing when it goes down into your internal organs and your stomach and your body like that? I wouldn't even want to eat nothing like that, or that dye on there.
Almost metallic, closer to chemical perfume than real chili. Per serving, just 21 pieces, you're swallowing 200 milligrams of sodium, a dose that piles up fast. And I
like a regular jalapeno, actual jalapeno with a regular homemade chip, says cinnamon. Sounds good like that, like Liberty said.
The kicker, these aren't just salty. They're colored with yellow 5-lake and red 40-lake, 2 dyes linked to hyperactivity, allergic reactions, and even bowel inflammation in certain studies. Yellow 5-lake and red 40-lake are restricted in Norway and Austria for children's products. But
But we can eat it. It's restricted in Norway, but they give it to us.
Frito-Lay aims these directly at kids with influencer marketing and school vending machines. That tank.
They got them right in the school. Tell me that if y'all never seen these in the school. Oh, Ma, I need some money for some chips.
It's just chemical perfume. Cheetos pushes this as fusion flavor, something adventurous and bold. But the truth is, the fusion is a marriage between cheap artificial coloring.
Somebody hit it right on the point, right on point. Scarring your insides, raising your blood pressure, and dehydrating you. That sounds real smart, right, Kenzie? We need that, right? And then you're drinking the soda right behind it with nothing but acid, really tearing up your lining of your stomach, right? You're right.
And MSG. One whistleblower on a food safety forum.
Your dog would DM you this video if
Yo,
they
this
could,
is crazy,
so
y'all. We gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Joked that quality checks were basically, does the dust look neon enough? Not exactly the standard you'd want from a global brand. And here's a real-world fallout. Consumer complaint lines logged multiple cases of people reporting stomach cramps after binging on these fusion bags. Leaves you hungrier than before. Quick pause before we hit the next snack disaster. If you're finding this eye-opening, hit that subscribe button now so you don't miss the rest of this countdown.
Y'all can do that. Y'all can do that.
The worst ones are still coming.
Y'all can definitely
Sliding
do that.
down to number 5, we land on Lay's Flamin' Hot. Classic potato chips dipped in neon dust and engineered to leave you hungrier than before you started. The bag opens and you're greeted by a wall of oil scent mixed with sharp chili powder. Reach inside and your fingers come out glowing orange-red, like you've just been finger painting with chemicals. Place one chip on a napkin, and it leaves behind a streak that looks closer to highlighter ink than food residue. Per ounce, just one small bag, you're swallowing 190 milligrams of sodium and 10 grams of fat. But here's the betrayal. For all that salt and grease, you get almost nothing back. Just 2 grams of protein and 1 gram of fiber. Translation? These chips are engineered to trick your brain into thinking you're eating food while delivering 0 nutrition. This isn't a snack, it's a hunger trap, and that's by design. Food scientists call it vanishing caloric density. The chip dissolves so fast on your tongue that your brain doesn't register you've eaten anything substantial. Posted online, link this version of Lay's to sudden bloating and intense hunger rebounds. One user joked, "I ate the whole bag and felt like I had swallowed fire and grease in equal parts, but I was still starving an hour later." Another wrote, "These chips are a black hole. You keep eating, nothing registers, and then you crash." Full instead of hollow. Lay's burns your mouth and leaves your stomach begging for real food. But just when you think it can't get faker, Ruffles takes cheddar to a whole new level of laboratory fiction. Rolling in at number 4, we've got Ruffles Flamin' Hot Cheddar and Sour Cream. Because what your arteries really needed was fake cheese on top of fake cream. The bag sells it as a double win.
That's like 3 spoonfuls of sugar. You said it, right?
Cheddar richness plus chili heat. What you actually get? A laboratory experiment in flavor deception. Each serving brings 190 milligrams of sodium and 10 grams of fat. But here's the kicker. There's no real cheddar and no real sour cream. Open the bag and breathe deep. Instead of authentic cheddar, you're met with a sharp tang that smells closer to powdered cheese from a $1 ramen packet. Pull out a chip and the ridges look like orange speed bumps. Thick grooves caked with greasy dust that clings to your fingers and leaves prints on anything you touch. Wipe them on a napkin and you'll see smears that look more like sidewalk chalk than food. Cheddar never looked so fake. And here's the betrayal. Flip the bag over and read the ingredient list. You won't find cheddar cheese. You'll find whey powder, natural and artificial cheese flavor, and a cocktail of chemical enhancers designed to trick your taste buds. The cheddar is a laboratory blend of milk solids and flavor compounds. The sour cream, citric acid, and more artificial flavoring. You're not eating dairy. You're eating the memory of dairy, synthesized in a factory. One food scientist broke it down bluntly. These chips contain cheese flavoring, not cheese. It's designed to hit the same taste receptors as real cheddar without the cost of actual dairy.
Damn shame. Let's keep on going, y'all, because one of y'all favorites is coming up right here.
Additives and a crunch that comes from the potato itself, not from fluorescent dust clinging for dear life. Or if you want real cheese flavor, slice a potato thin, bake it, and dust it with actual Parmesan. You'll taste the difference immediately. Ruffles promised richness. What they delivered was chemical cosplay in a bag. And just when you thought chips couldn't get faker, Funyuns decided onions needed a complete identity crisis too. Sliding into number 3, we've got Funyuns Flamin' Hot Onion Rings, the snack ring that contains almost no onion and delivers a chemical divorce from your gut. Open the bag and it's a trap. At first, you catch a whiff of fried onion. Familiar, comforting. But that smell? It's not onion. It's onion powder mixed with MSG and natural onion flavoring, which is code for, we made this taste like onion in a lab. Take out a ring. Your fingers instantly turn greasy red, coated in powder that clings like glue. Bite down, and the crunch is hollow, more puffed corn than onion. The flavor lingers, acrid and
We're about to get into what you can eat right after this.
sharp, leaving your tongue coated with residue that feels like fine sandpaper. Here's the betrayal that'll make you spit it out. These onion rings contain approximately 0.01% actual onion powder. The rest, cornmeal, MSG, artificial flavoring, and a chemical cocktail designed to mimic the taste of onions without using real onions. This ring doesn't marry you. It catfishes your taste buds. One food industry whistleblower posted, "Funyuns are basically puffed cornmeal with onion essence. We joke that if you wanted real onion, you'd have better luck licking an onion-scented candle." And yet, the bag screams nostalgia. Funyuns has been around since 1969, and many folks still think of them as harmless childhood snacks. But the modern flamin' hot twist doubles down on the deception. What little onion flavoring exists gets buried under a chemical avalanche of MSG and spice compounds. Your number 2, Chester's Flamin' Hot Fries. Fries or fireworks? Depends on how your stomach reacts. Crack open the bag and you're hit with a smell that's less cheesy fries, more chemical.
Please leave the flamings alone. That's why I said it in the beginning.
Spice bomb. The sticks look like someone dunked matchsticks in neon paint. They're drenched in powder so thick it leaves your fingers red before you even take a bite. Bring one close, and the bag itself reeks. Sharp, acrid, like chili dust mixed with lighter fluid. Each serving packs 280 milligrams of sodium, plus a wallop of MSG, red 40, and yellow 6 dyes. It's marketed as cheese fries, but there's nothing cheesy about synthetic coloring and chemical afterburn. Bite into one, and the texture isn't crunch. Why your lips stay red long after you stop eating?
Now we're gonna
That's
get
not
to the
flavor.
good stuff.
It's dye residue that clings like paint. Torch your stomach for... They snap, splinter, and leave an oily film across your tongue. The tang isn't fresh vinegar, it's chemical acid that lingers, clawing at your throat. Now for the hard truth. Just half an ounce delivers 330 milligrams of sodium, 5 grams of fat, and 2 grams of saturated fat. Double the serving, which most people do without blinking, and you've blown past a quarter of your recommended daily salt in a snack that barely fills your hand. And the betrayal runs deeper. Max markets these as protein-packed and keto-friendly, banking on the low-carb craze. But let's be real. Keto is about balance and clean fats, not drowning your body in sodium bombs that push your blood pressure through the roof. This isn't keto, it's chaos. Ever notice how your mouth feels scorched after 3 bites? That's vinegar powder mixed with chemical salt. Worse, there have been real consequences. In 2020, consumer watchdog groups flagged mislabeled pork rinds with undeclared allergens, sparking recalls across multiple states. Forums are filled with people complaining of pounding headaches, nausea, and heart palpitations after finishing a bag. One customer...
That was Max pork rinds. Let's get to the good stuff, guys. Stay with me, stay with me, stay with me.
Without the betrayal. Finally, we get a breath of fresh air. Our first bonus pick is Bear Baked Apple Chips, a chip that crunches without coating your hands in neon dust. Finally, a bag that doesn't require hazmat cleanup. Bear Baked Apple Chips prove not every snack is warfare. Rip it open and smell apples. Actual apples. Not apple flavor or natural apple essence with red 40. Just apples, sliced and baked. The slices are golden, thin, and crisp. Bite into one and there's a sharp snap, followed by natural sweetness that comes only from fruit, not syrups or fake flavor powders. And the ingredient list? One word. Apples, no sodium bombs, no red 40, yellow 6, or natural flavor mystery additives. Every serving carries the fiber, nutrients, and antioxidants you'd expect from the fruit itself. It's proof that companies can make snacks without chemical labs. They just choose not to, because dyes are cheaper than honesty. One parent posted, "I gave these to my ADHD son. He ate the whole bag. No sugar rush, no meltdown, just normal snack time." I cried. That's what happens when you stop feeding kids science experiments. Real crunch, real fruit, no ER visits. Now, contrast that with the sodium monsters we've been talking about. Remember Max pork rinds, drowning in 330 milligrams of salt per half ounce? These apple chips carry 0 added sodium. Instead of frying, they're baked slowly, which locks in the sweetness and keeps the texture light. You don't finish the bag feeling greasy. You finish it feeling like you just ate something clean.
Yes, you guys, it can keep on going. 9 chips to avoid at all costs, and 2 that are actually safe. And I already showed you the 2, so don't get mad at me now. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Double tap that screen. The other one, I told you, the other one was the baked Lay's after the apple chips.
Fat load that leaves you reaching for napkins and water.
Told you, just don't say I didn't tell you. The other one was the baked Lay's. Also, I got a couple other ones that you can eat. Are you ready? Pop chips. Pop chips are all good for you. The ones POP chips are good for you. And the popcorn, the popsicle, the popsicle, the POP on it, get those. Those are good. And like I said, the baked. Also, guys, it's not just what I'm telling you right now. Just stay away from those other guys. Try your best to get away from them. Read labels. Look at things that have high sodium counts. It's not just, I'm not going to be here all the time, and other people are not going to be here to show you and tell you all the time as well. We have to know what to look out for, what ingredients to look out for. And as well, it might look good, it might have great graphics on it, but that does not mean that it's for us. I myself, I have to say today, I'm not even worried about Wise anymore, any more Doritos, any Lay's products. Just gonna have to find some really good alternatives, and I'm fine with that. I'll be good with that because from learning something, it just made us even stronger, and it made it better for us. But baked Lay's is good, that's right. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, and I'm glad that we had a chance to get this information out. If you appreciate the content, give me a bunch of tips. Give me a whole bunch of money right now. Give me a bunch of super chats because I like money. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't. I'm not talking about that. But in the form of monetary, I would take it as money, is if you hit that like button, because it gets more people over here to see stories like that and to get better and to be better when it comes down to our health and our nutrition. Because that's what it's really about, you guys. We got to keep on trying to get better as a community, as people. And that's when the kids are going to be able to pick it up. Because if we don't eat the crap, they're not going to eat it either. Let's keep on going. Thank you, Sam Champion, for the $1 super chat. Really appreciate it, no doubt. Let's keep on going, you guys. We got to get on over to Cleveland. We got millions of dollars that are being shredded inside of a Federal Reserve in Cleveland. Do it remind you of any movies? Does that remind you of any movies? Federal Reserve, money being shredded or burned. Anybody remember that movie? Dead Presidents? With Lorenz Tate? Yeah, y'all. They about to shred a whole bunch of money, and they could have just gave that to me.
Won't give out the exact value that is stored here. This is the historic lobby. On any given day, they won't tell you how much or how much is passed through each day. But the Regional Federal Reserve Bank in Cleveland supplies nearly 1,000 financial branches in Ohio, Pennsylvania, Kentucky, and West Virginia. It's an overwhelming operation, and the numbers are staggering. They destroy $4 billion a year. They just shred it. And photographer Steve Wainfor and I got to see your money on the move. Currency in, currency processed, currency sent out. And every single dollar must be accounted for from the minute it arrives by armored truck.
If it says we're expecting 10 bags of 20s, the teller's going to count 10 bags of 20s. It's going to give the thumbs up to the carrier.
Into processing, and then these three workers are locked in a room where each bill is run through sensors.
They're going to look for rips, tears, graffiti, anything that we would...
Somebody said, man, that's downtown.
that the machine would deem, oh, we don't want to send this back out to the public.
They started at 5 a.m. looking at $20 bills. By the time we got there at 1 in the afternoon...
we've run around 833,000 pieces through. So if you multiply that by 20, that's your value.
And in this one room...
we've had 831 notes rejected, and we've shredded 22,910.
22,000 $20 bills sent to the shredder. The 831 suspected counterfeit bills are sent to the Secret Service after each is examined by hand.
And that is still the very best way to find counterfeits.
Is a person.
Yes, ma'am. It's still the best way. The folks that run these RSs and are in this, they have to be certified every 180 days.
And each day, counterfeits show up.
It upticks around Christmas time. There's a little uptick during festival time during the summer.
The heavy work is done by these robots, tirelessly and constantly moving from processing to storage inside a massive vault where the bins of money are stacked several stories high, ones, tens, fives, 50s, 100s. Just one container of $20 bills holds $8 million. There are more than 1,300 containers here. They keep on hand enough money to supply the 1,000 banks in their region for 45 days. Sometimes there is a run on the supply.
Individuals really wanted to hold physical paper during the pandemic because they weren't sure how things are going to evolve.
But not a single person here missed a day of work.
Within that first 2 weeks of the pandemic, we paid as much currency as we'd expected to pay for about 8 months.
What's your biggest challenge here?
I think it's just the constant repetition of it. Our teams do an incredible job, but it's a lot of stamina to continue operating in this very frequent operation.
Man, I ain't never seen so much money, boy. Woo!
We're constantly looking to modernize, and we're constantly looking at ways that we can innovate.
At the end of every shift, every piece of currency that is stored, shredded, or shipped back out must be accounted for. 8 million individual bills a day that might find their way to your ATM.
We spend a lot of time to make sure that the American banking system is safe and sound, and we're very proud that it remains that way.
Woo, boy, Cleveland. I ain't know y'all had it popping like that out there, boy. Y'all got a big responsibility out there with all that dough. Thank you so much, Kara Mosley, for the $5. She got 5 on it. Thank you for all of your hard work and research. I appreciate it. Let me ask you a question. You guys like that story? You really think it's a good one? I appreciate that because it took me a little while to find stuff like that. I love to get us information that nobody else is reporting just to keep us on the cusp of things and make sure its sequence is out right. Could you imagine handing more money than you weigh? 8 mil. I couldn't work there. Look at Horace. He said I couldn't work there. Okay, I got a question right now. I'm asking the question because everybody want to know. How many people here could work there? I need a thumbs up if you could work there, and a thumbs down if you don't think that you could work there. And it's on you. It's up to you. If you say, yeah, you get the job. If you say, no, you won't get the job. But I want to know in this building right now, all of our HOBL people, how many of you guys would actually work there? I see one, none. Love the content. Thank you so much. It's so much like right there to give to the poor. I'm Robin Hood, says Lodi Gotti. Wait a minute, thumbs up. Stressful, thumbs down. 600, let's go, show more love. HOBL, thumbs up, thumbs up. You got the thumbs down over there, hunters. I'd be mad to touch that money knowing, yeah, I don't steal. Okay, you always on point. Thank you so much. Bureau of Printing and Engraving in DC, major ripoff. They stole $3,500 from me. I could work there, but I would have negative thoughts. Okay, what do they do with the shredded pieces? Did I miss that part? No, they ain't gonna tell us. Nope. I'll definitely be Queen Latifah in that movie. I missed it. Would be angry seeing that much money all the time. I was cooking breakfast. I missed that place, and you asking about, damn, y'all missed a good one right there. I'm sorry, you guys. Gonna keep on moving forward now, because Jawakatima. Girl, is that you over there? Oh my God, look at Carisha. That ain't Carisha over there. Yes, that's them, y'all. They go Jawakatima right over there, and Carisha right over there. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all seen him in the airport before. Coming through with the bonnet on, with the pajamas and the slippers, and they acting like they at home in the bed. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Jawakatima and Lucretia. Stop playing, y'all. Well, guess what? People tired of seeing Jawakatima at the airport. So you know what they about to start doing? The airports joke on banning pajamas. That's right, you guys. Finally, I've been talking about this forever, and I told you guys that back in the day when you wear a suit, sometimes you might get bumped up to first class. You never know. Or because you look professional, they might give you better treatment and stuff like that. It used to really be the truth. I'm telling you guys, don't believe me. They'd be like, hey, we don't got any more coach seats. Come out and look at you. Hey, but he's got a suit on. You know what? We're going to bump you up. And next thing you know, you're in first class. It happened many times. Guess who it happened to? Me a couple of times. That's right, you guys. Airports are now joking about banning Jawakatima and Lucretia running around here with them damn pajamas on and them bonnets. What are you doing with a bonnet on in the airport, fool? Come on now, let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen to get those likes up, especially if you are for something like this.
While some use the airport as a fashion runway,
I'm just a boy trying to bring style back to travel.
For many others, comfort is king when it comes to flying.
I'm wearing my sweatpants. Thank you very much.
And now that wide range in travel wear, from sweatsuits to business suits, even pajama pants, is at the center of a reignited debate. Should there be rules around what people are allowed to wear to the airport?
I mean, I think it should just be appropriate. I don't want to see somebody half naked walking around.
The wardrobe dispute taking flight online after this now viral post from one of Florida's major airports, writing, "We've seen enough. It's time to ban pajamas at Tampa International Airport. The madness stops today. The movement starts now."
And bonnets, not just pajamas, bonnets too.
PA tells us it was just a joke and another nod to day of travel fashion debates. Last November, the U.S. Department of Transportation actually launched a civility campaign calling for the return to a golden age of travel. The Transportation Secretary asking travelers to leave their PJs and slippers at home.
I would encourage people to maybe dress a little better.
No PJs for this pup.
And he's wearing his cashmere turtleneck sweater.
Or for retired airline employee Marcy Smith, who always wears her Sunday best.
When I began, there were rules that required you to be groomed and look nice every day. Or
somebody said they look foolish in public like that. Yeah, nothing is sacred anymore. You should always be ready and ready. And pajamas are pregame if your pajamas and blizzard hits. You're right. I forgot to do my hair. You wear the suit. You don't let the suit wear you, Bugatti. That's right. That's how we do it. Homeless fly in the back. It's a real fashion show. Wait, I thought it was sweatpants wearing PJs in public even wild. Yeah, put some effort into it, people. Exactly. I agree. You shouldn't wear slippers on a plane. Exactly. Nobody want to see all that. The Celtics coach did it years ago. With everything they wear is going to represent represent. People used to dress nice for occasions like traveling. Yes, you wear your best. That's right. Look like you're ready.
Or you were sent home.
But the change in what passengers wear on
rules that required you to be groomed and look nice every day, or you were sent home.
But the change in what passengers wear on planes aligns with a shift in fashion,
right?
with many people dressing more casually. For those seeking comfort, etiquette experts suggest trying to strike a balance.
That's perhaps never been easier to do than the era.
And you're right. You don't necessarily have to wear a suit to look professional. Business casual, where it's where it's at out over here at least. Exactly like that. Business casual. You're right.
In which we live. Largely because of athleisure and dress casual that stretches but still looks good and stylish.
Jennifer Matthews says she's just trying to get her kids out the door.
Somebody said, I saw people showing up for work in PJs. Please, no bonnets, no sweatpants. Come on.
And if I had to have rules around what I was wearing, who knows if we would make our flight on time, because it can be a little chaotic traveling with a family.
Tampa International also tells us we encourage our passengers to travel comfortably and appreciate our loyal followers who enjoy the online humor. The airport also joked that they banned Crocs as well. A lot of feelings around Crocs.
Oh, really? Nay, people don't like those at the airport?
No, because they just like slide and slipping around. You're doing too much, man. You're doing too much. Okay, you know who's not doing too much right now and who I want to show a bunch of love to? This rescue shelter. Guess what, you guys? There was about to be a big storm. You guys heard about this storm. It was about to be a real huge storm, a winter storm, and over 150 shelter dogs needed a place to stay. They needed to be saved from fosters and somebody to come in and take them. So what this rescue did was said, you know what, guys? We need help. We need 150 people to come in and just foster the dogs until the storm is over. Bring them right back afterward. And guess what more than 150 people did? They showed up and they showed out. And you would not believe the smiles on these dogs' faces. I don't know about you guys, but I would have foster failed so many times with this one right here. Let's get on over to the dodo where they show some love to these dogs who needed help, and mankind and their humans came through. Let's go, y'all.
Winter storm threatened to freeze an animal shelter in Texas. They called for emergency fosters to keep their dogs warm, and hundreds of people answered that call. The dogs were so happy to meet their new foster families, but the humans were just as thrilled to meet their pups. Literally everyone had a smile on their face as more and more community members kept trickling in to save dogs from this winter storm. and the dogs were grateful immediately, dishing out hugs to their temporary rescuers. The MCAS shelter provided everything that these emergency fosters needed.
Here's some fun balls for you guys.
They gave them toys, leashes,
Come on now, we support rescues over here too. We support them every month. We donate. Give your boy a double tap on that screen to get those likes up. Respect these dogs out here. Show some love with that heart.
collars, food, even dog crates and warm blankets to help keep the dogs warm throughout the storm. After that last dog went to foster, the shelter staff could walk through the halls and to see.
This will make me cry. What if you own a shelter and you walk through your shelter and this is how it looked? What if this was real, that they could stay at all of those homes? I wouldn't know what I would do. Look at these empty cages. Something that any shelter owner would love to see in their own shelter.
Every single kennel empty for the very first time. The shelter staff received so many precious updates from these emergency fosters. Some dogs just wanted to cuddle and soak in all the love.
Are you getting morning snuggles? Yeah, you're the sweetest boy.
Some dogs wanted to use their newfound freedom to stretch their legs and have zoomies all over their new yard, while others just enjoyed having their own toys for maybe the first time in their life. This was a giant community effort, and thanks to the shelter staff at MCAS and the neighbors and community members who answered their call to take in a dog, over 150 dogs were in warm, loving, cozy homes and beds throughout the entire storm. Several families adopted the dogs they fostered, and foster failed immediately, while others just kept the dogs until they were adopted. In any case, so many dogs felt the love and the hope that only living in a home can give them.
Keep an eye out for part 2, where we'll share which dogs got adopted immediately and how they're doing in their homes.
So yeah, none of them went back to the shelter. They actually kept them all as fosters. They said about 20 or 30 people foster failed. I know I would have failed. They'd have been like, yo, we want that dog back. I'd be like, what are you talking about, my dog? What do you mean you want the dog back? My dog? My dog? I don't know if you're going to get him back. But if y'all trying to make some money, hit that link in the description. And guess what? You will be able to make up to, I think it's about $420 in there. How do you get it? There's 2 surveys. Fill out the survey. You'll make some money off the surveys. I'll make a little taste too because it's in my link. That's right, you guys. Also, like I told you, updated Jeffrey Epstein files, always in the link in the description. Also, our story today, 9 different potato chips that you have to stop eating, but I didn't say it that way. That's right, and the other 2 that you can. It's in the link in the description. Hit the description, it's gonna pop down and say it right there. Copy, paste, or just hit the link, it'll take you right to the video. Because not only is the video there, but all 9 chips that they tell you to be careful for. So remember that. Anytime we do this, we always like to make sure that that information is in the link in the description. And guess what? We've got a promo going on right now for coffee. That's right, for coffee. In our post notification area. New York, we say coffee. Any other place like Boston, they say coffee. So we're going to say coffee. We got a promo on a post notification now. And if you are trying to promote a business, I don't know if you're a traveling salesman, you might be a lawn doctor or maybe a lawyer. I don't know what you do, but if you want to get your business out there and you're trying to promote and get it out there, send your promos over to us. That's right, bridgethisllc@gmail.com. That's bridge, BRIDGE, like the Brooklyn Bridge. This, not that, but this, THISLLC@gmail.com. We will put up your promo in the post notification area. So almost 70,000 subscribers will be able to see your promo, and you'll be able to maybe make some more money, get some new followers. I don't know what you're trying to do, but guess what? This is our bottom line, not my bottom line. So we share the platform here. You guys trying to get your promos out, make sure it's in a 1080 by 1080 size frame. That's right, you guys. And guess what? We'll put it up in the post notification area for everybody to be able to see it. And good luck with your business, the same way we're trying to keep on moving and build up the momentum for the Show Your Talent Search. That's the talent search that we're doing in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. And one person online, you'll be able to come on and be a part of the Show Your Talent Search. What is the Show Your Talent Search? That's where we go to Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. One person here, boom, you'll be able to make $250 if we like the talent that you show us at said event. If you like to go live, press that button, and if we like it, boom, you still got a chance to win $250 after we get 5 people from all 5 boroughs and 1 person online. You got a chance of coming together to win $1,000. Bugatti NYC, I'll be hosting it, sponsored by none other than Big Drip Hard Punch, 14% alcohol by volume. How do you be a part of the talent show? All you got to do is go over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. You guys see it, 2 G's, 2 P's, www.drinkbigdrip.com. Hang out with me, my DJ Don Dada. We already had Mark Dorfman pop up. Also, Casey popped up at one of the events. If you guys are around and we're in your town, want to see you there. If not, we'll still be able to see your talent on the phone. Let us see what you got, you guys, and still have a chance to be a part of the Show Your Talent search. Keep up on the talent search. How? Go to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. Go to the first page, add your email address to the email slot. We'll keep you updated on where we're going to be. This month and next month, we're going to start hitting the ground. Weather's finally breaking, and we're going to be able to get out and get on the town. Hopefully, we'll be able to see you guys there at the Show Your Talent search. And you know what it is, you guys. It's Purple Sunday, my favorite day, as well as tomorrow, Monday, because they got to pick up the phone. Ow, you know how it is on Monday. They got to pick up that phone on Monday. Maybe Thursday, Friday. Oh, it's the weekend. But no, Monday, let's get to the business. That's why it's my first day. So tomorrow, we're going to be here bright and early, bushy-eyed and nice and ready to go at 6 o'clock in the morning for more trending topics, more current events, and more my antics. And the #1 family members and co-hosts in chat in YouTube history, you guys. But guess what? Can't leave without getting those prayers in the air, because you know what? That's what got us here, and we can't forget about what keeps us going. I want to pray for every single person that's here in the chat. I want to pray for family members. I want to pray for love, compassion, and happiness. I want to pray for fruitfulness and good being and well-being. I want to pray for everyone's health. As well as our animals, because you know we can't forget our animals. That's right, you guys. Who we praying for right now? CJ the cat. I see you, Ad Rains, in here. Terry Cone, thank you so much. We pray for you every day, just so you know. Liberty and Justice, couldn't do it without you. Thank you so much, Batty Lynn. Thank you so much, Batty Lynn. Horace, there we go. Jay Woods, Miggity Mark, VG, Audrey, how you doing, Audrey? Nice to see you in here. Tracy Prince, I see you over here. Rebecca Lanyan Bueno, got your email yesterday. I will be emailing you back. Hope you're doing much better than what you told me yesterday. Terry Cone, thank you so much. And like I told you, we always pray for you. Vincent, Batty Lynn, Jacob, Winter, always on point. Miss Swanza, thank you so much. Tracy, I see Crystal here. Patrick, we've got Ad Rains. Matthew, new person. Still Derek, what's going on still? XXX, nobody. My dog got to be going to HELL. Okay, let's keep on going. I don't want to pray for your dog, but I hope he ain't. Let's keep on. I hope he ain't going that way. Hope he going to the good place. There we go. Tracy, got you in here. Mary Tanner, 338-3118. Carrie, still Derek. Mega Dub. You already know. Thank you so much. We already know. I love that name. You know I'm going to shout you out that way. Crystal, Luigi. What's going on? I already prayed for you, even if I didn't know you was here. I always get you in there. I don't forget about you. Mark Gabriel, Batty Lynn, you already know, sis. Vincent, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Have a boo-tastic day, y'all. Crystal, Luigi, Tracy, Liberty, Blue Steel, Miss Swanza, Audrey. That's how we doing it today. Miggity Mark, you got in there before it was too late. Mark Gabriel, want to pray for you as well. TM, God bless you, save you, and your family as well with Terry Cone, Ad Rains, Liberty, and Justice. Amen, you guys. And with that being said, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that y'all came to chill with me on a perfect Purple Sunday, I appreciate you guys. So until tomorrow, 6 o'clock, same location. Y'all know how we do it. And I really hope that you got a lot out of the health and wellness section, because we're going to keep that going. You guys brought that section up. You made me want to keep it going. I love it. Next week, we start getting into all of the starter kits, the Justice for All starter kits. Need about 2 days into the week to get all that lined up. But I don't forget, because it's us. And with that being said, y'all could have went anywhere. fact of the matter that you came in to chill with me, I appreciate you. Tomorrow, 6 o'clock, same place. Y'all know what we do. Get 'em! Peace.